Welcome, everyone, to Constructed Chaos, where we run our D&D live stream every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, and where XIVM pipes in early with 10 gifted memberships for all of you. Thank you so much, XIVM.
Wow.
Good to see you in the chat, man. Glad to see that you've caught up and you're here with us on the live streams once again. If you guys are enjoying these live streams, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on any future episodes, and check out our past episodes to see what's gotten us this far. If you really like what we're doing, you can even become a member of the channel if you haven't already, thanks to Grimm's 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Grim Reaper. I will add your points here very shortly, my friend. Those of you who have just joined the Chaos crew, you now have access to our monthly homebrew pamphlets that include a bunch of the homebrew that we use in these live streams. And you don't just get 1 month, you get all of the months leading up to this. Right now, there are 2 pamphlets, and there's about to be a 3rd one. So, good time to join in.
Yeah.
I do also want to shout out our good friends over at Tabletop Beard for sponsoring the stream. Today, we're taking a look at the Rogue Beard Oil. This stuff, you know, it's sneaky. It'll get you in and out without anybody even knowing you were there. It smells like evening cologne, so maybe a little bit fancier than you might think for a rogue, but it is one of my favorites. It smells very nice, really good for if you're dressing up one evening and looking to pickpocket some nobles. Check them out at their link in the description below and use code CHAOS20 for 20% off at checkout. Go check out our friends over at Tabletop Beard. We love them. And we also really love you guys. We're going to highlight a comment from our first session of this campaign from a new viewer. Marco Colon said, "Thank you guys. I've been a homebrew DM for so long, never using the real rules because we were so intimidated. Listening to your adventure helped me out a lot." Thank you, Marco.
Nice.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm so glad this has helped you. That comment came in like earlier today, like a few hours ago. So
That's a good comment.
I hope you're enjoying the streams. I hope you're learning something from it. If you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out in the comments. I'm pretty responsive. That all said, though, our friends over at Darkeport have been running some fantastic streams. Don't want to forget about them. They actually ran their Curse of Strahd campaign last night. I wasn't able to see it because explosives. I'm not going to go into detail.
Check our Discord for updates.
There's more details in the Discord. But we almost blew up, but that's a story for another time.
You were technically in the blast radius.
We were in the blast zone.
radius. But now it's time to blast into.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah, beautiful segue.
You follow closely behind Tuck's distant descendant, crouching just below the ceiling of the cramped caverns. Flint charges bravely ahead, sure of every step, while other kobolds eye you with concern and distrust. These burrows weren't made for taller folk, after all, but you begin to wonder if they were actually dug in spite of them. A soft but piercing cold greets your senses as you exit into the streets of Cauldrick once more. Hardly another soul dares to brave the frigid cityscape at this hour, but your guide is quick to reassure you.
Don't worry, I know just the place for rest, and it's not far.
And so you continue, eager to warm your frozen fingers by a fulgent flame.
Welcome back, everyone. Now that chat has seen the intro, and all of you have seen the intro, we rejoin the 4 of you following your guide, Flint, through the streets of Cauldrick. It's cold this night, as it is cold most nights this far north in Roria, but he assures you that where you're staying isn't that far ahead. During your travels, is there anything that you guys would like to be doing?
Are we going straight there?
That is where he's
tomb?
leading you.
We're going
he's
to
leading
sleep.
you somewhere to
Oh.
rest for the night.
Okay.
I want to thumb through these books, just seeing if there's anything. I know they're like conspiracy theories about like the moon and weird stuff, but like if they're being left by the person here, to see if there's anything like about the mountain right? Because there might be some truth to the conspiracy theory of like the monster sings every night at midnight, and it's like okay, but maybe something does happen at midnight in the mountain, but like it's not a monster.
Well, so
Okay.
are you referring to the moon speaks in riddles or a study of the snow beetle and why it watches me?
Either one,
Good notes.
just looking for like any of geographical reference, and then I'll stop and like further read that page.
Okay.
Kind of skimming for that.
I'll say make an investigation check for me.
I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic to try to find the magic beetle.
Okay.
27.
Wow. So
I have
with your
advantage and a plus 13.
with your 27, you notice something peculiar.
Ooh.
Not necessarily the fact that that these books are pointing out any specific landmarks, but as you read through, because you're so learned, you're so used to reading various texts and learning from them, you begin to detect a bit of a pattern, almost a rhythm, something akin to poetry, but not quite like it. And you start to uncover hidden messages within the book.
I also have the linguist trait, so I would think that
That would certainly help. Yeah.
I can see other
invisible letters on the page written in invisible ink.
Or is it more like a cipher, like a...
Yeah.
What you find specifically in The Moon Speaks in Riddles is seems to be referencing a puzzle of sorts, and it seems to imply that every moon phase speaks, but one of the phases would be invisible behind the scar.
One of the moon's
Oh.
phases is invisible behind the scar.
Yeah. Basically, like based on the position of this puzzle that it seems to be describing. And again, it's somewhat loose, but you rolled very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like every moon's phase speaks, but only one of them is invisible behind the scar.
Only one of them is invisible. Okay.
When you begin
Look
to
at moon
apply some of this knowledge to a study of the snow beetle and why it watches me, you find something a little bit more cryptic.
Mm-hmm.
The beetle's eyes are drawn to lies. Is the message that you're able to decipher.
Beetle's eyes are drawn to lies.
I don't know. I just
Is there any pictures of a snow beetle in here? Do I know what a snow beetle is?
There are some pictures of a snow beetle in there, and although you're maybe envisioning like a bit of a scarab or like a rounded beetle, it is actually a quite long, slender beetle that is known to burrow through the snow and basically dig out little hovels for itself. They tend to tunnel, and sometimes when the snow is melting, you'll see like pathways where the snow melt runs that was created by these snow beetles.
Mhm. And in my
When they fly, they make a loud like clicking sound.
history and experience with the scar, would I know if there's any specific moon phase that is typically would occur? Like when it occurs, it just happens to be behind the scar.
Waxing crescent at a certain time of year lines up behind the scar, or rather around this time of year. It varies depending on the time of year, of course, because the scar's position in the sky is ever persistent. And you maybe
Yeah.
remember some of this from when you went to Ardale and then Mistkeep Beyond, because you were only able to access Mistkeep
During
and the
that
moon was behind the scar.
Gotcha. So it just says that there's one that okay. That first one seems irrelevant. Okay.
That is what you found. Seems Chad has found some things as well.
we're talking about the fifth element. Ruby Rod's in the chat.
Yeah.
What's up, Ruby Rod? Good to see you, friend.
Snow beetle's eyes follow the lies. Is that what it said?
Are drawn to lies.
Or drawn to lies. Have it.
Huh.
So, if you guys are not doing anything else, then your intrepid guide will continue to lead you forward.
Do I detect any magic beetles?
With your detect magic spell, the only magic that you're detecting in the area is ironically coming off of the books that Valoth has, and it's that same faint magic that seems to put out almost a thread back in the direction of the archives.
Detect magic detects the wizard.
that is what happens at a time. So, as you continue to follow Flint up and up through the streets of Caldric, nearer the edges of the Sable Fuel, the mountain range nearby, perched on the higher terraces of Caldric, the everlasting flame stands as a beacon of wealth and refinement. It is a very well put together inn, whose architecture is a blend of warm golden hues with intricate stonework that gleams in the midnight light from the moon. A grand wooden door of exotic grain inlaid with brass filigree marks the entrance, its polished surface depicting a stylized flames twisting skyward. On clear days, the upper balconies should offer unparalleled views of Dolakar Hind, the ancient mountain where Tuck is said to be put to rest. This is it! This is the place where we're staying!
We're staying in the tomb?
No, this is the inn. The tomb's way over there. He points at the mountain, like way in the distance.
Oh, okay.
Well, you've got a good view of it. You should be able to see it in the morning.
Okay. Not asking Tuck this. I'm asking DM.
I prefer Flint, thanks.
Yeah.
Forgot it was Flint.
What phase are we in right now?
You would be what is the 3/4 basically?
Waxing or waning?
Gibbous.
Waxing.
Gibbous is that, yeah.
Yeah, Gibbous. Okay.
It's getting bigger. We know what phase is invisible?
Waning crescent, right? Waning.
I said waxing crescent.
Yeah, waxing crescent.
So we would have We to gotta- wait like a whole month
I-
almost to get, yeah.
If you're trying to figure out when this is going to be,
Yeah.
because Alex is stupid and doesn't know moon phases right now.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready for you to unveil all of this.
yeah.
It's in a few days.
Oh, okay.
A few days.
You-
Okay.
Real life, we have a lunar eclipse tomorrow.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
We really?
Yeah,
2
it's
o'clock
a
in the
blood
morning, though.
moon.
It's 2 in the
I
morning.
will be up with my telescope.
Nice.
Okay. In a few days.
It's cold. Are we going in?
Sure.
Should we just go to the tomb?
No, idiot. It's
Whoa.
cold out. It's gonna take a lot of time to get there.
Hey, Tuck.
How long will it take
Tuck
to?
10, is it?
Flint.
Yeah, Tuck. Yeah, Tuck. No more of those idiots, okay? Like,
Yeah, I agree. I would prefer not to be traveling with idiots.
okay, Tuck, you're just gonna stay.
I thought you were a seasoned adventurer. Sorry, the cold makes me
How-
wanna.
How many days? How long will it take to get there?
A couple days, probably.
Okay. So we actually have a meeting we need to get to
Oh,
in a few days.
can it wait? This is kind of important.
Yes. Well, this meeting is a matter of saving the entire world, so I think it's a little bit more important.
Wait, what do we have?
No, I mean other people can handle that.
I mean, given your esteemed lineage, you would also probably do well to attend this meeting.
Oh, Flint the aristocrat. I like the sound of that.
Some might say the mayor.
Flint has no interest in being mayor of this shoddy dump.
That is fair.
So remind me, the meeting is in like 2 days.
He said it would be about a week away, and you guys took 3 days from that point to get here.
We got 4 days. Okay.
And then
It all lines up quite
Yeah,
cleanly
No,
for
no, no,
you.
yeah, no. I figured. I figured.
the other
Oh, I
part-
didn't know if we were gonna like pit stop, teleportation circle, go have the meeting, and then go right back.
The other part would be like, if it's 2 days to the mine, we could just get in the ship and fly there.
Yeah, we can fly the ship to the mine,
Does the ship need to be like?
resting for like several
Or-
days or something.
I guess my point would be like, can we land the ship near there?
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Would it shorten our travel time?
It certainly would. If you flew the ship, it would only take you a day to get there.
Yeah, the they've all seen it already, so.
Yes. And then we can take Gribzik with us. At least have him close.
Right, yeah, not into the two.
No.
So are we getting our asses in this hotel or what?
Why don't you shut the hell up? Let's go.
I'm cold.
I was waiting for you. You're standing in front of the door.
Flint swings the doors wide with no small amount of effort given how large these wooden doors are. Yet they appear to be quite balanced, so they do move with even the slightest touch. And stepping inside, the transition from the cold streets of Caldric to the warm embrace of luxury is immediate. Polished mahogany floors gleam beneath the glow of enchanting chandeliers, their light reflecting off of gilded accents that frame the towering archways. A grand hearth dominates the main lounge, where well-dressed nobility mingle and visit over fine cocktails. A few of them toss glances your way, some of them confused, and then that's when you spot an elven barkeep moving out from behind his counter towards the five of you. Oh, no, not this evening. I'm sorry. We have far too many well-paying patrons. Thank you.
Is our gold not worth
The
anything?
fuck are we?
Yeah, are you saying we cannot pay?
All of you I've never met before, but this one I
Oh.
know brings trouble. Oh, come on, Callister. I'm just here to lay my head down. These guys are loaded. I mean, you make a lot of money. I'm just saying. See, speak true. Are you well-endowed patrons of this facility?
No, actually, we barely have enough for a room.
Well then, I apologize for putting your frozen fingers back out into the cold, but I'm afraid we have no room.
What did he do that made you not like him?
Well, it's nothing too insane. Mostly just finding a bit of gold where he shouldn't be finding it. In the pockets of
How
our
much
patrons.
does a room cost here? Because I said we have enough.
I don't know. He
From what
said-
we heard.
Our
said
rates,
he didn't have any rooms.
our
so why
rates are
discuss it?
quite steep. No rooms for people that can barely afford one.
I mean, affording it is still.
That does not
thingy,
make
though.
sense.
Yes.
Our rooms are 10 gold a night.
Oh,
Although, if you want to be economical about it, I suppose each room could potentially sleep 2 or 3 of you.
I threw 1, 2, 3.
Me and Flora also don't technically sleep, so.
Do we? Yeah, you could bunk. Okay, we each get the room. One of you bunks with each of us, and then do we get the room for the?
We should
I'm in
put him with
everybody's head.
He could pay for his own room because he's an idiot.
That's kind of No, there's odds right there with you, to be honest.
Hey, don't worry, this guy's a chump. I know the code to the safe. Just pay what you want, I'll get it out.
He can stay with me.
I heard that.
But you are going to be staying with one of us.
Yeah, well, whichever room I'm in, he can stay with us.
You got that, Odd. Me and Flora will bunk together.
Yeah.
The cool dad. Josiah's such a stickler for the rules.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let me do any cool
You
stuff.
can stay up late, drink whatever you want. Yeah.
Joke's on y'all. I'm just going to wait till he goes to sleep.
Rosad is a hard sleeper. Okay, and I throw, I throw 20 gold at him.
Oh, well then we will be welcoming you into our fine establishment
If
tonight.
you will.
Rosad's
Go ahead and do
splashes
me
the
a favor and just stop talking, get our keys for us, and just point to where to go. We'll figure it out. You are fairly annoying.
And he looks down at Flint.
Ultrazod.
Oh, he's annoying.
And you? 5 gold. 10 gold.
Oh, he can.
7 gold.
He can stay with one of
10
us. You said
Gold.
2 or 3 of us in a room. He's
Barely a person.
No, let him keep going. I want him to pay.
I thought you guys were saying that he
No,
would
I
pay.
was going to let him stay in my room.
No, he's gonna stay with
No.
me.
He's
I'm
staying-
like,
no, he's staying with
Aloe,
us.
stop it. I'm enjoying this.
He knows the key to the
Fine.
Eddie's all
9
fighting.
gold and that's all I got.
And then I look at the innkeeper. I wouldn't take that.
10 gold.
Good job.
Yeah, you guys got an extra gold?
No, absolutely not,
I
idiot.
do. I'm going to give him 2 gold.
Oh, thanks.
I feel so bad for him.
Here's.
How you doing?
It's because Alex is doing the
You
voice.
forgot the Thunderdome.
It's because Alex is doing the voice. It makes me feel bad.
Gold, Callister, you drive a hard bargain. Callister pockets the money and begins making his way back towards the desk. He gathers keys from underneath and returns. You'll find your rooms up the stairs this way. You're quite lucky, in fact, to have the rooms you do. They have an exquisite view of Dolakar Hind in the morning. The sun peers through those peaks unlike any other place.
That is wonderful. Didn't Razad say just to give us the keys and point out the way?
Indeed you did. Welcome to the Everlasting Flame.
Right, that still went against what I said.
Callister makes his way back to the bar, which is a sweeping curve of dark-stained oak and marble. You can see behind there are rare vintages and spirits arranged behind in latticed glass shelving. He returns, places the gold within the safe, and begins to work on some cocktails for a few patrons that were
Molotov one?
waiting. I mean, could be.
Maybe.
Depends on how you play your cards. Well, I don't know about you guys. I think I'm going to use this gold to get a drink.
I'm sorry. The extra gold that I gave you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just staring.
It's gonna
back.
be- I was about to say,
I'm just staring.
I'm standing.
I'm like,
behind. Just.
Not looking at you guys. I'm
And
just-
how do you plan to replenish your gold now that you've spent it all?
Well, tomorrow we're going to the tomb. We're going to be rich.
we're gonna be rich.
I have made a grave mistake.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're splitting it 5 ways.
6
So
ways.
why is it 6?
Because you
Remind
get a
me of that.
6th.
Why?
Or ship hand.
He's not really doing anything, is he?
He's watching
We're
the
taking
ship.
the ship there to get there faster.
Yeah.
He has already done more in the couple hours we've known him than you have done in your entire lifetime. Drazad loves Gribzik, sorry.
I don't really want to cause a scene, but you know what? Fuck all of you. As the scene begins to erupt into a bit of mild chaos that
Yeah.
is accentuated by the fact that this place is so quiet, one of the well-dressed patrons wanders over to you, holding a glass, a fresh drink in their hand. He sips and then looks down at all of you. I'm sorry, I couldn't help but overhear. You all are making your way to Tuck's tomb tomorrow?
Well, this is Tuck, and he's alive, so...
This is a Tuck.
Oh. A descendant, I would assume.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess, if you want to call it that. Well, as I say, I hope you don't mean me overhearing. I happen to be in the market to sponsor a team to clear Tuck's tomb. I don't want any monetary gain in return, but I happen to have some connections that may be of use to you. Perhaps we can arrange an agreement. Better your chances. I simply want to be on the side of history that clears the tomb.
What are the arrangements you offer?
I happen to know someone that has very sensitive information about the dangers that the tomb may pose. Very few have entered and left alive, you see.
So we've heard. Do you know what's in there?
I don't know all of the specifics, but this individual that I can put you in contact with, they know quite a bit.
What are you looking for? Just like a producer's credit for this or something?
You could call it that, but there would need to, of course, be an
Finder's fee.
upfront fee of, I think, putting you in touch with the. Well, let's hold for a second. Callister. Yes, Lord Elias. I would like a room, if you don't mind, off to the side, one of the private lounges. We'd like to discuss some business.
Is this the guy for the murder mystery?
I did.
Character wouldn't know that.
But Morgan would know that.
He kind of looks back to all of you, if that would be agreeable, of course.
Lord Elias?
Yes, Lord Elias, Montclair, at your service.
Do have I ever heard of this guy?
Make a history check.
Is there someone with him named Sir Navoy?
You don't see anyone. Make a perception check to see what other
Morgan
individuals
sees.
you might see.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen. I know the leader of this town to be a woman, if I'm not mistaken. So it wouldn't be. Is it Montclair?
Yes, I'm from out of town. Sorry.
17.
Well, perhaps some of this would best hold over until we're in our private suite.
Also, a 17.
Okay.
This is about to be murder mystery within.
With your 17, looking out across
Now run those characters.
Looking out across the room, you do see several other nobles. Most of them are well dressed. You don't see anyone aside from yourselves in adventurer's garb.
Okay.
In specific, you would spy a dwarf that does carry a few scars. Although he is dressed in noble attire, you imagine he might have had a history as an adventurer beforehand. And you also see a female elven woman, looks to be about middle age, which is 300 for an elf.
Okay.
She is dressed elegantly, but wears more jewelry than you're maybe used to. And just by the glint you see shining off of them, you imagine that many of these are either historical artifacts or magic items. With your 17, you certainly would have heard. You're not sure exactly where they fit into the big picture, but you know Elias Montclair is one of the nobility from Ardinia. I've traveled quite a way to be here. This is a bit of a need to know, but armies are assembling in Ashendel to fight against the threat coming from the west.
Oh, good.
Oh.
I decided, not often you find yourself in this part of the continent. Might as well see it.
Are you aware what the threat is?
Again, perhaps we should... And at that moment, Callister begins walking with a key, leading you down a long hallway to some of these private lounges.
I'm gonna say in our head, seems like they're here to fight the undead multiversal dragon.
How did they find out about it?
Why does he want to sponsor somebody to go into the tomb?
Yeah, I mean, unless he also knows of.
There's bigger
White Fang.
problems. That's what.
Mm.
Yeah. But would he just assume that it would be buried with Tuck? Unless he knows something else.
Beyond the main hall, private lounges and parlors seem to offer a secluded space for more discreet meetings. And Elias Montclair strides ahead, leading you through that discreetly carved archway into one of the Everlasting Flames lounges. The scent of aged brandy and polished oak takes your senses. A single round table of dark-stained hardwood dominates the space, surrounded by plush, high-backed chairs, their velvet cushions inviting yet undeniably meant for negotiations rather than comfort. Montclair gestures smoothly to the seats, drink in hand. It swills within its crystal container as he takes a sip. His sharp gaze studies you over the rim of the glass. Now, to business.
So, do you know about the undead multiversal dragon?
Now he does.
I want to judge his face whenever I say that. Like, is he like, what? Or is he like, yes?
I have not heard it put into so many words, but yes. Make an insight check.
This is Elias we're talking to?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the person that they were going to get us in touch with?
This is Elias.
Yeah.
He was saying he can get you in touch with somebody else.
That is gonna be a 19.
Okay.
You good, man?
He seems to be telling the truth. He at least doesn't seem all that surprised that there is a dragon heading this way, although maybe the bit about it being undead and multiversal is a surprise. As I say, getting out and seeing the world, and leaving your mark in history before perhaps you are wiped from the face of Solem, is an important endeavor.
Well, wouldn't there not be any more history if the
Potentially.
dragon has his way?
I make no claim to be a part of the last stand. Roria is but one continent of Solem, after all.
What's your interest in the tomb then?
Well, the tomb is famed in this area, and famed for many reasons. But being able to say I had a hand in clearing it, perhaps freeing up some of the adventurers that come to make their names here, or whatever battle is to come.
Can I insight check this guy? Not for lying, but he has some type of ulterior motive that he's not saying. And I don't want to know what it is, but I want to see if I can drive the conversation towards that.
Okay, make an insight check. And I am not confirming or denying what you just said.
Was a
Oh,
17
sweet.
on the dice and insight plus 4.
21.
Yep.
21.
Believe it or not, actually kind of hard to read this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He certainly seems like there is something he's not fully telling you,
Mhm.
but it comes across as, he's a noble. Maybe he's away from his post and he's not supposed to be in Caldric.
So picking up on that, I was just gonna. Okay, I can tell you're not telling us the whole story. We don't have a lot of time, and you don't have a lot of time. So I'm gonna need you to cut to the chase, and I'm also gonna need you to be honest with us, because if you're not, then we don't really need your help.
Your astute observation tells me everything I need to know about the man I'm working with. Those books your friend carries. They were penned by a very secretive individual who goes by S.
What did Tuck say the person's name might have been?
Slip.
Slip,
No slip.
which is but one name they carry, yes.
I nudged
Look
Tuck.
at Tuck knowing things.
With the
Oh my god, Slip! I never would have guessed! What a mastermind!
Slip Tuck
Literally
the third?
guessed it earlier.
Oh my god, Slip! I would have guessed!
Yeah.
Slip, I guessed.
Is Slip your person? Your contact you want to put us in contact with? I'm not trying to cut you out of the deal.
Slip is certainly an ego an alias he uses.
Is he a kobold or something else?
That, I believe, is where we will need to stop our questioning until payment has been discussed.
Rather,
Yeah, speaking of payment,
yes,
what?
I know you're keen on some monetary payment. It sounded like you were mumbling to yourself, but
But also, you're a noble. I can't think you want or need.
The crown's coffers are stretched thin.
well, how about this? We know of a coalition that is aiming to fight this great evil, and they're meeting in a few days' time. We could bring you along with us to that meeting. Make some more allies, share resources.
Should I not already be invited to such a meeting?
You would need our transport to get there.
Also,
like
Can't really get there.
also, it's invitation only. I don't know
Yeah,
if you're like on the list.
If you're traveling by normal means, it
I'll
would
be
take
completely
months.
transparent with you. The gold is mostly what I'm after here.
Okay. How much? It was like
1,000 gold to put you in contact with my contact.
okay.
I'm going to open the communication in our brains
Yeah.
and say, I have a potion of charm person.
Mm-hmm. I got some other things too.
So here's the thing: you all don't know how much gold we have because Drazad is in charge of it. We can absolutely afford that. Right? No, we should absolutely try to knock it down as much as we
Yeah.
can, but we can pay for that. Did I take that? How much gold
What
did
do
you
you
spend?
need the gold for?
Like 2,000 gold or
He
something?
didn't spend any gold.
I did.
I am accustomed
He
to
did though.
living a certain kind of life.
Mm-hmm.
Last minute as this arrangement was, we were only sent with a certain amount of gold lining our pockets. As time has dwindled, resources have run thin. If these are to be my final days, I would love to live them in the manner to which I am accustomed.
Well, in my time, I'm accustomed to just eating the rich.
That sounds fun.
So
No.
You would make no meals of me.
In my
for
head, I
am
say he is
no
not of
longer
our
wealthy.
species.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He's an elf, right?
We are not eating him.
Why
He's
not?
an elf.
I mean,
I thought he was.
He's a human.
Yeah, he's a human.
oh, even better.
what if we pay you 500 and give you any insider information that we may have?
Make a persuasion check.
And we'll line it with our transportation to the meeting.
Yeah, the invitation.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Yeah, get it.
Which one?
Gotta pick out the dice.
So do we think we need to
Is that
talk
the wrong one?
Even with advantage? Oh no.
Well, good thing we have dice rolls.
Yeah, chat coming
Thanks,
in
chat.
clutch.
Get it.
Thank you, chat.
So do we think Slip is
That's an 18.
like? Do we need to talk to him to like go through Tuck's tomb?
This guy
As
says
he's
he's
like
going to get
stuck
us in
with us.
touch with him, and it's going to give us a significant advantage.
So for 21.
Yeah. Jesus,
You
exile.
make some sound points. I suppose in the matter of days we have remaining, 500 gold will last me just every bit as long as 1,000 might, especially if I am accompanying you to such a prestigious summit.
Yes. The only caveat is the mode that we would be using to transport ourselves there. We're taking to the tomb. You're more than welcome to stay on the ship with our ship hand, but
He is not staying alone with Gribzik.
I think Gribs can handle himself.
Am I not trustworthy?
I didn't say that.
No, I agree with
Yeah.
you, Zod. He doesn't. He can stay here in the lap of luxury
We can come pick him up.
that we paid for.
The ship is not,
We'll pick him up on the way. It's not a
There's
big
no carpet on the ship. There's no like fancy.
No cup
bedding.
holders.
It's not housebroken.
we have cup holders on this
No, Drazat has not made the cup holders yet.
That's fair.
Okay, so 500 invitation.
So then we have
Need an
an
extra.
accord.
Yeah.
Yep.
Put her there, pal! Flint places out his hand, and Elias reaches down, sort of grabs it with 2 fingers and shakes it. I expect the payment before we leave this room, of course.
No, you give him a full handshake. Okay.
That's to your liking.
We've become quite the assholes.
Drazat is tired of people
No,
being
no,
a
no.
bully.
I'm all
No,
for
we're
it.
all-
I just
yeah.
calling out
In our
an
head, I'm like,
observation.
yeah. The world's beginning to be.
No,
a
it started with that
tougher
fancy
place.
pants man. It's not going past to that again.
Fancy pants, man.
How
Fancy
long?
pants, man.
How long before you can get your contact here? Do we have to go see him?
My contact prefers to meet on their terms.
Well, that's quite unfortunate.
They will find you.
So how do you know to tell him that we're looking for him?
Insight check.
Yeah, we're gonna need like a
Insight check.
time frame because by the time we wake up, we're out of here. This needs to be.
He's
resolved.
gonna know how to
If it's
find
not-
you.
If it's not my buddy here, this giant lizard, you see all the muscles? He's going to bend you over his forge and break you.
I slap Odd the back of the head.
Why?
Call me a lizard.
Of all the things.
That was rude.
22.
You're right. You're right.
22.
I will do that to him.
Yeah,
but
I
don't
know you
Call
will.
me a lizard.
Again, it seems like he's not revealing everything, but you do at least pick up. You're sure that he is telling the truth, that like this individual he's putting you in contact with exists and does want to will find you.
Okay.
Does my eyes
Intimidation.
show me anything?
What are you doing to it?
That's what I threatened them.
Intimidation.
No, I threatened him earlier before we.
Before she insided.
Oh, what did you say? I'm sorry.
I said that
Send him over the.
we need,
Oh,
like,
right.
we're leaving in the morning, and if our business is not resolved with that person, then my big dragon friend here will break him.
Make an intimidation.
Yeah, there you go.
Not the lizard.
Yeah.
And Drazad, make a performance check for me. See how menacing you can be.
14. 28.
Wow.
Oh damn! I don't get it. 14.
Half.
It was a 20, and it was like.
I don't doubt what you say, and it's why I am every bit as honest as I am. I will make sure that my contact finds you before the night's end.
Okay.
So then, we exchange hands now.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not taking Drazad's hand, but you can have the gold we promised you. And I toss him a bag of 500 gold.
That is what I was referring to.
Right, not my hand. Thank you.
You're married now.
That was my dowry.
Business concluded as it is. I do wish you all the absolute best in your travels. It is dangerous, and I do hope you make it back safely. The murmur of negotiation is suddenly disturbed by a sharp gasp coming from the room beyond the lounge doors, followed by
Honestly, that's what I was thinking.
followed by the clatter of overturned glass and the rising murmur of alarmed voices. As you turn, the rich scent of brandy is overtaken by something acrid. The faint, charred scent of burned scales. What do you do?
Just outside the door?
Outside the door.
Is
Checking into Zod's mind. Are you okay? Are you burning?
Wait, nope, Drazad is okay.
Okay.
Drazad does smell the scales though. Fucking Tuck, Flip, Slip, whichever one he is.
Flint's in here.
Flint, great.
Yeah. He shook his hand. Remember?
I just
Flint on fire?
No, he lost himself for a second.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Look at him. I was like, is that you?
No.
I'll go outside. I'll
Yeah.
As soon as I smell
run
like
to the
scales,
door
I'll
and
probably
kick the
go.
door open. I thought he farted.
I changed the music for that.
Yeah. Got him.
I'd like to make sure Elias doesn't slip away in the chaos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
You know what? Grapple him. Why not?
17.
Okay. You're keeping Elias like in your periphery, even though you're trying to make it look like you're not watching him. You're trying to make sure you can see him at all times.
Okay. I wouldn't care if he knew that I was watching him. If that changes
Scared daggers
anything.
at him.
Yeah. I mean, I really wouldn't. But yeah. If that was purely for flavor, I'll let it be. But if it's gonna hinder my ability to watch him, then I would
It's
be watching.
purely for flavor.
Okay.
My passive perception's a 15. Okay.
Mitz,
Mine's higher.
you know we don't go with that.
that's
we don't
what
ever
I'm
bring it
Otherwise,
up.
I'd be accidentally finding shit
That's
everywhere because
I
my
would
passive
be-
investigation is 23.
Yeah.
My passive perception's 19.
Tell us your passive persuasion.
What's yours? There is no passive
Perception.
persuasion.
Yeah, you just add it to 10 basically. But
Ooh, 24. Nice.
outside, amidst the stunned, well-dressed patrons, a half-burned kobold staggers into the hall. Smoke still curling from the edges of their tattered cloak, their wide, panicked eyes dart wildly across the room before they clutch their side, rasping through labored breaths. The burrows! Somebody attack the burrows!
Tuck, who is that?
Oh no! No, Gran! And Tuck's gonna
Yeah,
run
I
out of the
went
door.
Gran.
Oh, no. Duran was where we ate.
Yeah, no, I know.
dinner.
And who? I asked him who that guy was.
Flint is out the door.
As a magic action, I would like to recall my familiar, and I believe it's still Chimeric Rat because it never died from the last time we fought. And I would like to tell it to stay close to Elias.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
You guys.
I'll turn back to Elias as we're running out. Don't forget, we got to go save.
Of course, I understand.
Yeah.
My contact will find you. I promise.
Don't say anything. I'll run away.
And if stay here, we'll come back for you with the ship and take you to the meeting.
I'll be
2
here.
days' time.
I'll be here waiting. Be safe in the meantime.
It's just like the Thunderdome.
Who would attack the kobold?
Freaking dragon.
I'm gonna but fire though, and they're like underground.
Guess we're gonna find out.
The kobold that was on fire die.
They are now like surrounded by a couple of the hotel staff,
Is
but
she
they
got
are-
Megan?
they appear to be alive. Their scales are singed, but they are alive.
Okay.
As you race through the streets of Caldric, trying to recall exactly the pathing you took to get here, you're able to easily trace Tuck's frantic footfalls through the snow, and the familiar mouth of the burrow yawns just before you. But where there was once only shadowed stone and well-trodden earth, now thick black smoke billows forth like a living thing. The glow of hidden flames flickers deep within. The acrid stench of burning wood and scorched earth clings to your throat. Faint cries echo from within, lost beneath the crackling of unseen fire. Around you, kobolds stagger back from the entrance, their scaled faces streaked with soot and panic. They silently plead for anyone to go in.
My nephew's watching.
Hi!
Hey, Charlie.
What do you all do?
I take out my rebreather
Okay.
and I go in.
I too will take out my rebreather.
This thing is coming in handy.
Yeah.
I'll probably put I guess I'll put mine on too. And then does this work with?
I mean, you breathe the air out of it, so you're not breathing in smoke.
You wind it up, and then you have an hour of
that's
air in
okay,
it.
That's
yeah.
yeah. I'll put my hand on like the back of you, and we cannot go in blind, Valoth. Hold on, and
we could talk to each other in our heads.
No, I know, but we can't see.
Is there a bunch of smoke coming out? Like,
There's a ton of smoke
Points to his
billowing out.
forehead.
Can your forehead see through
No, I don't
smoke
think
and stuff
so.
like that?
I thought it was true sight. You just see.
No, it's
No.
the invisibility.
True sight would be ridiculous.
I do have the true sight spell, but I do not have it prepared. I do not.
I will. It's gonna take a 4th level spell slot. God.
Or we like need to rest, right? It's been like
I got all my. I mean, like for exhaustion reasons.
I mean, y'all got here in like the early afternoon, so
we're on normal sleep schedule
Yeah.
right now. Okay, so all right.
I'll
not
cast
close to exhaustion levels
locate creature on the grandma.
on Grandma. Okay. As you cast Locate Creature, you do get a very telling sensation that the individual you seek is within the burrows. You can tell a general direction, but you've been in there before, and you know how small, tightly packed, and well-wounded these corridors are. Just because you know the direction does not necessarily mean you know the way to get to them.
Is she moving?
Did Flint go in?
Flint has already rushed in, yes. But you can tell that she is moving, but she's moving very slowly.
Away or towards us?
Seems to be like at a right angle to the left of you.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. And then what the
Okay, I've got a lot of spells. I'm making sure none of them require concentration.
don't super have anything.
I'm
else.
gonna polymorph into a chimeric rat.
Okay.
Now, I don't know how that works with the rebreather, if I need to like take it out, polymorph, then put it in the rat's mouth or not. But it has blind sight, tremor sense, and all that stuff, so I'm hoping it can help us navigate. And we got the telepathic bond up, so
I also can use. Oh, my bad. I can use tremor sense.
I don't think that you can use the rebreather while you're...
a rat.
It would become part of you.
Too big. Okay.
In your little
You got
rat
tremor sense
mouth.
then.
Yeah. Okay.
You little-
I'll use my
In
channel.
your little rat mouth.
Okay.
Use tremor sense.
I would like to. I took a new cantrip.
It's only within
hey,
30
it's
feet.
gonna work.
Wow.
I would like to use gust to.
Oh, period.
To just clear the smoke as we're going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it centered on a point, or can you move it as you go? I'm pretty sure it's just in
So
a
it's
spot.
like a continuous like burst.
Mm-hmm.
As an action, you can.
Right.
Oof.
You said it's a cantrip, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, so you can just keep
Right.
casting.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it can push like it clears air, like smoke and stuff like that. It says, and it can even like push things.
Yeah, not enough to cause damage, but it does move things.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would like to just take
I will
point
say-
and just
That gust in particular will give you a vision radius of like 10 feet. as you're
Correct.
moving
Yeah, that's
through.
good.
So you can see like what's immediately in front of you.
okay.
That tracks. The spell says it can move things 10 feet away from you.
Yep. So continuously just gusting in front of us to clear the way. As
Does that mean that you are leading the marching order?
Yep.
Okay. What is the marching order? I want to get that from you guys.
Me.
I know Odd is first.
I guess I'll be in the middle since I have tremor sense and locate object.
I'll bring
creature.
up the rear.
Okay. So Odd, Valoth, Drazad,
Yeah.
Flora.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. That's fine with me.
Okay.
Mind spike tuck before you went in.
Debated messaging him, but I don't know
This
how
is
big
my
the
weapon.
burrow is.
Well, then he can't move. Mind spike. At least we know where he is. But I had 2 3d8 damage to him.
Dead.
As you press in, even with Odd parting the smoke as you move, the heat is oppressive. The thick, acrid smoke that pours out from the center of the cavern is hard to move, even with your cantrip. And at times, it does feel like it's stuffing your lungs full of anything but air, but you push past it, especially those using the rebreathers. Flames lick at the edges of the cavern's mouth, and these tunnels are very tight. I am going to have each of you roll a con save to see how well you can resist the heat from these flames.
I'm going to use a luck point. Oh, good thing I did. Dirty 20. But
Nice.
it could have been a 10.
I'm going to use the dice roll.
Thanks, chat.
What are we rolling?
Thank you, Chad.
Con save.
I was about to ask the same exact. I'm over here. I want all of our chatters to know that I go to y'all YouTube's channels. I look at y'all videos. I do, because it's interesting.
Jude, welcome to the Chaos Crew, friend, and welcome into the chat. Good to see you, man. Hope you're having a great night.
30-20.
Is this against the charm condition?
It is definitely not.
Then that is a dirty little nasty twine.
No.
Yeah. 18.
And what was yours again, Drazad?
20.
Okay. All of you are able to pass, so you take no damage from the flames as they lick out, and you're occasionally singed on your clothing, but you pat it out quite quickly, being able to see that you're beginning to catch light.
If I cast armor, I mean, it doesn't actually say it does, but if I cast armor of a Gathis on myself, would that mitigate some of this?
Flavor-wise, yeah, I would allow that to kind of help cool you, so you're not as susceptible to the flames.
Yeah. So as Oz running like full fireman, is he's gonna get a fireman suit of ice and a helmet?
You see the steam basically rising off of the ice almost instantly, the white smoke combining with the dark black smoke off of these flames, and you continue deeper and deeper into the tunnels. Odd, you are walking first, so I'm going to have you make a perception check. I'm going to say with disadvantage because you can only see 10 feet out in front of you.
I mean, that's some good disadvantage rolls.
18.
Okay, with your 18, just before you stumble over them, you find a collapsed kobold on the floor. A few of them have rushed past you, but this one in particular you recognize because they are wearing a full suit of armor.
Let's talk.
Flint has collapsed and lost consciousness in the smoke.
Can I put him in my backpack?
There is
It's backpack of holding.
not air in there, and also he wouldn't
Like
fit.
with his head sticking out?
Like an R2D2 or a C3PO situation?
Actually, in my regular backpack, not my backpack of hold.
I would say you could maybe baby Bjorn him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I wanna do.
Why don't I carry him?
It's up to you.
I'll carry him.
As Odd shuffles past, you kind of get in a position where you can lift him, and you carry him like a dragonborn mother nursing her child.
Right on the teat, baby.
I make sure to put my nipple next to his.
I look at I look at Valos, and just in your head, I'm like, he's passed out, right? And he's probably got money on him, right?
I dig around in his pocket.
Make an investigation check.
I'm carrying him.
Yeah.
That's a nat 20 for a 33.
Oh my god.
All of this shit.
We get our 500
this
gold
stuff.
back.
I wink so hard at you.
You find an extra 45 gold that he was not letting you know about.
And it's in
I toss one to Flora.
Oh, yeah.
Or two, my bad, because you paid him two.
I was
Yeah.
about to be like,
Perfect.
damn, he's only giving me half.
So, my bad.
Yeah, the
You're
rest
fucking
was your
ignorant.
decision.
Well, I knew he had one
Taking
left over,
interest.
but yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Continuing on, the deeper you push, the worse it gets. Your vision is reduced to mere feet, and even through the rebreathers, every breath is sharp and burning. The once familiar tunnels are now transformed into a labyrinth of heat and despair. Somewhere inside, voices still cry out for help, faint, desperate, and quickly fading. Odd, you are still leading the pack, but I will, if you would like to, allow you to defer to someone else in the group to make a survival check to see how well they remember.
I'm like, Flora, I cannot see up here.
Do you remember the way?
I have a +5. Wait,
I have a
what
plus
do you
five
have?
as well.
+9.
That's oh yeah.
Yeah, she's the one.
I was like, the only reason I was like, if would Trimersons give me advantage, then
22.
22.
Nice.
Flora, you begin to call out directions to Odd, trying to navigate your way towards where you feel is most likely where Gran would be. And it just so happens that appears to be where the smoke is getting thicker and thicker. As you continue to press on, I will also have you make a nature check, because at a certain point, you are past the knowledge that you had of these tunnels, and you are relying on what you know of nature, how kobolds like to construct their burrows.
Anyone want to guess what my plus is for nature?
Million.
13.
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, I have a dirty 20.
What? Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. As you're trying to navigate through the tunnels, and you hesitantly take one direction over another, Razad, you suddenly feel your locate creature begin to scream in that direction.
I would like to
You are moving
cast.
towards Gran.
I would like to cast scenting to my familiar.
Okay.
I'm assuming he's further than the 100 feet
Yes.
away from me.
You're right there.
And I'm gonna tell him to rush towards us and get as close to 100 feet to us as he can, so that I can. Wait a second. Do I even need to do that? Sorry.
That's okay.
As a bonus. Oh, so that has to be within 100 feet. Yeah. To try to get him within 100 feet of us so that I can see through his eyes.
Okay. The message is received. The familiar nods and rat. You get the affirmative, basically.
Yeah.
Squeak, squeak. And it
I'm
is
assuming it's similar when we telepathically communicate normally.
rat, right?
Yeah.
it is making its way towards you, but you know how far you had to run from this to get here. It took you a few minutes, and
That's
was
fine.
Yeah, sprinting.
Do I know that we haven't gone more than 100 feet in?
Hard to gauge with all the twists and turns, but I would say you would hazard a guess that you are probably at least 100 feet in, if not more.
Okay.
Okay. All continuing on.
Yeah, I feel like I was going to ask a question.
Mhm.
Oh, have we seen fire yet at all?
There is fire, like sort of wrapping up the sides of the cave as the smoke is channeling through. Occasionally, like flames ignite in the air and sort of lick up the walls, and that's what you were saving against earlier.
What's on fire?
Right now, it is various like wooden paraphernalia and tools, crates, that sort of thing.
Oh.
Loose cloth.
instead, can I magic action disappear it and then magic action reappear it? Because there's no limitation as to how far it can be when I disappear it. When it reappears, it has to be within 30 feet of me.
Find familiar spell has a casting time of 10 minutes, right?
No, but it says when the
Unsummon it.
as a magic action, you can temporarily dismiss the familiar to a pocket dimension. Alternatively, you can dismiss it forever. As a magic action, when it is temporarily dismissed, you can cause it to reappear in an unoccupied space within 30 feet of you.
Okay, yeah. You can definitely do that.
I'm going to do that, and I'm going to tell it to stay within 100 feet of us, but to try to get back out towards the exit and just kind of stay.
Every time
Okay.
the rules get read, I hear like the peanuts, like
Oh.
like that's all that's in my brain.
Find familiar's got a lot of words out in there, but it's a
Yeah.
good spell. We like it.
As we're going, I would like to anything that's on fire. I want to use the gust spell to try and extinguish those flames.
Okay. As you use gust on some of the
or like would prestidigitation be more? No.
gonna blow on it.
Well, well, no.
Tell me what you're doing.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I don't think the blowing on it is gonna snuff it out. It might just add
the
to
flames.
it. Yeah. Oh, can I use mold earth in the other way to like throw dirt on fire?
You absolutely could.
Yeah. That's what I want to be doing to try and put out as much flames as we're going.
As you're moving through the halls, you're catching sight of loose cloth and crates, supplies that have caught flame in the intense heat. And without skipping a beat, you take a moment to like rest your gust cantrip. You cast mold earth to basically bury whatever is aflame, put it out, and then resume your gusting just before the wall of smoke buffets you. But you continue down the hallway, all of you doing your part to help save these kobolds in their burrows. The smoke is a suffocating veil, curling around you in thick, blinding waves. Every breath sears your throat. Every step forward feels like sinking into an unseen abyss. But then, voices cut through the chaos. Rough, angry, human. Where is he? We'll teach you to cross us. The words echo off of the cavern walls, distorted by the smoke and flame. Through the haze, shapes loom deeper within the tunnels, and the narrow passage seems to widen. You all continuing forward?
Now I know why there's smoke in this right here.
What are you talking about?
Who was that?
Hey, we don't know.
Smoke in there.
But there's likely whoever set the fires, honestly.
Yeah. Continue forward. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I? Oh, that was Tuck we heard.
No,
Oh.
it's not
That was just some other
Human
person.
voice.
human voices.
Human voices.
Um,
I'm thinking
no.
Tuck crossed them.
Well, that guy said something, and then another person said, like, we'll teach you to mess. Oh, that was another guy.
That was another person.
Yeah. 2 allies at minimum.
How far is Gran?
You can sense that Gran is within about 150 feet of your current position.
Okay.
Okay. Pushing forward, the tunnel opens into a vast, multi-leveled chamber, its walls lined with rickety wooden platforms that cling to the rock. Flickering firelight casts jagged shadows against the cavern's walls as the chaotic scene unfolds below. Just over 50 feet down, in the heart of the chamber, a towering, armored dragonborn stands with a great sword in his hand, his voice a furious roar that shakes the space. Show yourself, coward!
It's one of yours.
I do not know him, just because
that
that
Well,
is a
I would
lizard.
like. Oh, good.
Blast of fire erupts across the lower platforms, flames licking hungrily across the rotting wood as an elven mage sneers. I'll smoke them out.
I would like to cast a spell, I guess. Yeah, I'll cast a conjure minor elementals.
Okay. As you cast your spell,
Like staying in the smoke, right?
I will say that would, like, we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay.
So that would have to happen on your turn.
Gotcha.
But before we do all that, we're going to go on a quick break, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
Don't go nowhere. You are not going to want to miss this terrain that I'm going to set up in just a second.
Let's go.
See you in a bit. Bye.
Hey.
Terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. A huge thanks to Tides of Mo, Brett Venable, Tabletop Beard, Grim Reaper, Atmos Seeker, Justinian of Darkport, Angel Jobert, XIVM, Corey of Darkport, Angel of Darkport, Drazadi, Anthony Pace, Memebot 69000, Dutin 103, Devin Beard, Demek Longfang, Lil Tired, Jason Miller, Red Dragon, Wilfredo Figueroa, Ruby Rod, War Daddy, Daddy Frosty, Dom again, Joseph Pratt, Deathbird EX, Caramel Thunder, Brian Capraro, Gary Flagler, Quinn Perrette, Fated Caliber, Chuck, Tanner LeFalette, Ekarth, Sam Hoffpower, Captain Brownbeard, Daniel Struve, Agile Monk, Mehmet Bullet, Fire Agicon, Journologist, Matt Faulkner, Wayne Webster, Arturius Maxwell, Anne Reese, Megan, John Shearer, M, Maze, Dirtinus, Craig H, Angry Viking, Alexa Marcial, Michael Slater, Kirk S, Hotwater Healing, Dravian, Dane Emerson, That's TJ, Doc Sunshine, Kyrie Williams, John Smith, A Joyous Goose, Aaron Harris, David Thomas, L. McKenzie, Nakyrus, Dead Reckoner, Nathan Furman, Holyfuss, Moogie Larat, Individualism Incarnate, Nicole F., Old Greyman, David Sharp, Christian Burgess, Cognoscente, Ryan Stover, Raider Black, Jelly Buns, Almighty Zeus, David Bennett, Andrew Matthias, Athicorn, Jim Gibbs, Sarah Whitaker, Samurai Knight, Charlie Gardner, Justin Janos, Bob Zippity, Jerry Williamson, Gustavo Bolivar, Ashes, The Rowan Portal, Wawusika, Stevie G, Mr. Owlgamer, Bakurai Kizu, Justice Keats Fitzgerald, JJ the Phoenix, Matthias Shigio, Evelitz, Todd Twilly, Everett McMahon, Ironbeard DM, Moon Goose McQueen, Alton 005, Kendrick Valentine, Teoman Kinskennel, and Defiant Chaos. You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
The most exciting feature for our live streams has come to YouTube. You can now roll dice live to help us in our adventures by using chaos that's built up by watching and interacting with the stream. All you need to do is keep an eye out for earning instructions that appear on our stream, and then spend those points by typing in the commands that correspond to the dice you'd like to roll. This feature is always available, no matter what campaign we're playing in, so be sure to hop in and help out our players because, well, they're gonna need it.
Greetings, viewers. Bramble Backfoot hopping by to let you know about our monthly homebrew packets issued to all those brave enough to join the ranks of our prestigious order. With a plethora of items, monsters, mechanics, and more, it's easier than ever to bring chaos home to your table. So become a member and let's fight the forces of evil together.
Thank you. You're all too kind, and the drinks are on me tonight. Ha 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 ha! Oh, you must not have enabled gifted memberships. Let me show you how. Ha 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 ha! What you'll want to do is make your way over to our channel page and then add /allow_gifts. From there, you can turn on the toggle for free stuff and join in the chaos. Ha 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 ha! Now for my next tune, a little ditty about a dead necromancer named Pinky.
Hello, Drazad here. Oh my god, you have got to come check out all of our wares. We have so many different things. Help support the stream and get yourself some new magic items as well over at the Constructed Chaos store.
Greetings to all my bearded brothers out there. I'm Alex, also known as Constructed Chaos on YouTube, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Tabletop Beard. This family-owned beard oil company is run by three brothers that have combined two great loves of mine: tabletop RPGs and beard care. And it makes a lot of sense because, as I'm sure many of you know, growing and maintaining a healthy beard can be an adventure all its own. I started my quest back before I was even on YouTube, and I guess you could say I was stuck at level 1 for a while, constantly itching my way through life with a wild and unkempt beard and just trusting hairspray and regular shampoo to get the job done. Believe me, I was rolling nat 1s on just about every charisma check I made at that point. But eventually I started trying various beard care products like oils, butters, and balms, and I found some that worked well enough, but none of them really tied into my backstory. Not to mention my wife was constantly complaining about the smell. Then I was put on to the products from Tabletop Beard, and let me tell you, it was a match made in heaven. Or hell, depending on what kind of flavor you prefer. These guys use a premium oil blend of meadow foam seed, rosehip, golden jojoba, argan, avocado, and sunflower oils to create the most high quality product that contains no cheap filler or artificial oils that you typically want to steer clear of. And each scent has been expertly crafted and matched to a familiar TTRPG style, so you know exactly the kinds of vibes you're putting out without the scents being too mundane or too overpowering. To top it off, all their products, oils, butters, and balms are made in small batches, so the quality control is top notch, and so is the customer service. They're always looking for new ways to meet and exceed customer needs, and I've even heard that they have some new ideas cooking up behind the scenes. So consider this your session 0 and take some time to check out Tabletop Beard today. Truly, they're the only starting equipment that you need for your own successful beard care journey. Bear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that? Hold it right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then, as you were, but stay out of trouble.
In a world of darkness exists Geramentum, a beacon of hope in the realm of Terra. Our heroes, all with unique pasts, live here and are connected by a common destiny to protect the dream. Welcome to Darkeport, an actual play production company. Our inaugural dark fantasy D&D campaign, Gold, Green, and Red, is inspired by the lived experience of War Medic and GM Angel Gamble. Subscribe to us now on YouTube. Live episodes stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you. By chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
How much longer are they going to... excuse me. Are they still not back? Wait there just a moment. I'll fetch them for you. The little chaos gremlins. You have people waiting, you know!
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a great break because it's chaotic in here, as you can see.
We're gonna die.
We're in danger. So for all of you in chat to know, our adventurers are entering the cavern over here next to where my finger is, and the enemies are seemingly enemies are these two individuals over here have been calling out to each other and seem to be starting a bunch of these fires. So
I'm also not allowed to touch the terrain tonight.
yeah, it's a little rickety.
Yeah.
But we pre-rolled our initiative, so you guys are going to get this cool experience where you don't know who's going to go next.
Oh, great.
But I can tell you who's going to go first, and that is Odd.
Oh, nice.
So you can do your minor elementals
so
if that's what you wanted.
Like we saw when we reintroduced ourselves, Odd's going to quickly start beating his drum, creating this swirling vortex of different colors around him that are going to envelop him and kind of emanate out. And he's also going to unfurl his wings and then fly down to face up on that magic user.
Where are you flying to? You have 30 feet of fly speed?
Yes, it's the same as my walking speed.
This is 50 feet down, so you can get about halfway down.
Okay.
Especially if you're going at like an angle.
Yep. That'll work.
All right. Well, give me just a moment as I try not to squish any of these little kobolds.
Oh my god, the humanity.
Hey, is this the same bridge that I broke?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Back in first episode.
Yeah, that's 3 points of contact bridge.
Yeah.
It is 3 points of
Gotta
contact.
roll upcast.
Yeah, I'm an upcast.
So
you see the jewel flare to life, and it it pulls some of Odd's essence out.
Oh God.
So I got a death.
Essence.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Odd's sword allows him to power up spells, but he has to roll a death save, and he just got a failure. So that is something to know for later. Are you doing anything else?
I think that's all I can do. Move, action, bonus action. Yeah.
Okay. Flora, it is your go, and Valoth, you're on deck.
I have no idea who I see.
You are at the back of the marching
Yeah,
order here.
this is a bad guy.
There is a bad guy standing on a platform that is a little down from you, even though this would have you
How
believe it's directly across.
Far away from me is that?
That would be
Far as fuck, boy.
from you currently about 70 feet.
Oh, okay. Who?
There's a bad boy. There's one right here. There's one right here.
I'm gonna call lightning.
There's one right here.
So
There's
Flora's gonna like swirl her staff around and then slam it onto the ground and hopefully nothing falls. And then you're gonna see the smoke clouds are gonna kind of like coalesce into like storm clouds. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the time with like volcanic eruptions,
Yeah.
like lightning begins to
It
crackle.
looks
and
like
stuff.
like a mushroom cloud almost. Alex might have to do that one.
So you get that extra damage, right?
I do because it's
That's what Alex
stormy.
just said?
Yeah.
No.
That's because you just
No,
said.
no.
Mhm.
You just said
But you just said it.
I did just say that, but I can be wrong. It happens.
Yeah.
Hey, wow.
Listen, if I know anything about geothermal physics,
I know a lot about that.
definitely a storm.
So anyone within 5 feet of that, are there any of them that are within 5 feet of each other?
No.
Okay, then I would go for the guy that.
Guy up there, the
Full
dragon.
armor,
Yeah.
holding a lightning rod.
Yeah, that
hammer.
one.
What does he need to do? What's his
A dex
save?
save.
Needs to
Dex
get
save.
wrecked.
It sure is Monster's mother.
I
Next
know I'm
session.
down here. While you're,
Does an 18 save?
no.
Okay.
No, it does. Yes.
As lightning cracks down from the storm clouds you formed, he rolls nimbly out of the way. You scorch the wood that was under his foot, and as he lifts his gaze to you, you see his piercing green eyes just surrounded by dark green scales.
Take 13 points of damage halved.
the lightning courses across his scales as he makes eye contact with you, and a little bit of pink slithers out from underneath his helmet as his tongue flicks in the atmosphere.
This guy's a lizard guy.
Told you it was a lizard.
This guy's a lizard guy.
Zod's tongue does not do
I
that.
am not one of them.
Does it look like he took all of the 7?
All of the 6, you mean?
6.
It does. Yes.
Question real quick. As we're flying down and I'm surveying the battlefield, just these 2 are the only threats?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask it. Are
Okay.
these kobolds minis? Are these actual?
Those are
kobolds?
kobold minis.
Okay.
And
23.
so with your 23, you only see these 2 individuals, but the flames themselves appear to be a bit of a hazard as well.
Are there 3 people total
Uh,
that I can see right now?
you can see 2, and then you can see a bunch of kobolds as well.
That's what I'm asking. Okay,
Yeah.
where's the other human?
Right here.
Down there.
Oh, I see.
If you look at the
Okay.
stream, you should be able to see them.
Sorry.
He's down bad.
No, it's okay. Drazad, we're not to your turn yet, but as everyone is kind of surveying the area, you would see that Gran is this kobold laid over on this area.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He's here.
I guess I could have asked that too.
Well, he's got
are you doing anything else, Flora?
I don't think I have a bonus action.
Ran?
Ryan?
Like deep. I'm in like session 5 right now.
I might face step as a bonus
Lathe?
action.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna face step 30 feet. Would that put me like down all the way
It's
to the
50
bottom?
foot drop.
50-foot drop. And I can only do the other thing as an action, so I'm done.
Do you want to scoot forward or anything?
Yeah, you can move around us if you want to.
I'll move up to the ladder,
Okay.
the bridge.
Or a bridge.
Yeah,
You need me to.
Bridge is now concentrating.
I see that. Concentrating on not dropping me.
Yeah, exactly.
You get just to the front of the bridge, looking at the rickety boards and the rope that has actually been partially chewed through by the flames, and you hesitate just at the edge as we now move to Valoth's
I'm sorry. One last thing.
Yep.
Does it look like Granny is hurting?
Make a medicine check with disadvantage. Hard to tell from this distance, especially with all the smoke.
Is she within 120 feet of me?
She would be.
Okay, so that's a 16.
Medicine check.
16 medicine check would reveal that she might have like fallen over and taken a bit of trauma.
Okay.
Can't get
So
up.
she's unconscious, but
Okay.
she is alive.
Well, I am
I'll tell
going to
that much.
heal her 2d6.
You have to be able to see her, right? It's healing word.
No, this is my Balm of the Summer Core. As a bonus action from spinning from the pool, you can restore HP to one creature you can see.
I would imagine you can see her. Okay.
can
Yeah,
see
that's
her?
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peep this.
That's 10 points.
Okay.
Healing
10
her.
points of healing. You see her actually beginning to climb to her feet cautiously as the flames next to her roar as more flames are pouring through from this caster. She kind of shields herself from the blaze, not knowing where to look or where to run to.
Just 2
Can
points
she
of
see now?
temp HP if you're tracking that. But,
I am. So 12 total.
Yeah.
Does the
Okay.
blind old lady have wine scent? Yeah.
Based on your prior interaction,
Wine scent.
hell no. So it is now the Dragonborn's turn.
Ooh.
And as they have identified the 4 of you as potential threats, the Dragonborn turns his eyes to you. He's like, "We do not need to fight. These are your enemies as well."
Really? Why?
Could you please explain?
They send us like fodder into that damn tomb.
What do you Okay, that's
Oh.
not really an explanation.
Are these
sent
the
you in the
people that are
tomb?
trying to find us?
You seem pretty alive to me.
Yeah.
You are unwilling to aid us in our cause, then you will die with them. As he pulls out a crossbow.
Yeah, like he point.
Anyway, I start blasting.
Yeah.
Odd. He's gonna fire.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all saw that, chat, but Alex is like, he pulls out a.
Yeah.
A crossbow.
Actually, I think he's gonna fire on Flora. Seeing that you cast healing magic, Odd has not attacked him yet. You were the first
I
to
didn't
do
cast
so.
shit.
Yeah, you
That was
did.
a feature.
Yeah, you did.
That's a feature. My
You did a little dance of the summer court.
3 attacks. The lowest one is a 24 to hit.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
So that hits. Okay.
asshole.
I guess. Yeah. Shit.
You are going to take 18 points of damage 3 times, piercing damage, as 3 bolts sink into you, 2 of them crippling your legs, almost sweeping them out from under you. Each attack lowers your movement speed by 10 feet until the end of your next turn.
You can't move.
So you have a 0 movement speed now.
Alex, y'all gonna mock me?
Unless you unless
None of that would have. By the
unless
way,
you wild shape into something that has.
by the
more than
way,
30.
like none of that would have hit me. Like, no, I'm just saying. It
Oh,
was
would have. That was the lowest.
was a 24, not the highest.
I could have shielded. Oh, the lowest.
The lowest was a 24.
Oh, the lowest.
Messed up, but it's okay.
And Flory, what are you concentrating on?
Fucking
One of them
pulling
things.
bolts out of her ass.
Clouds.
Like,
Oh,
I have to roll 3 con saves.
Yes, you
each
do.
one has to be above a 10
Hey,
with your con mod.
that's above.
That's below.
ooh.
Ooh.
Concentration drops as the storm cloud dissipates, and the Dragonborn's eyes now shift to another one of your allies, seeing that you are no longer as much a threat to him. He is going to shift behind this and give himself half cover from where all of you are currently, at least. And we move on in the initiative to the caster below them.
Jeez, you said I was on deck. I thought I was actually.
Oh, I skipped you.
Skip me?
My bad.
Wow.
So you and the other guy actually both have a 17. It just put you before him. So go ahead. I'm going to put him above you.
And now you
We'll
get
know for next
advantage
time.
on all your
Okay.
attacks.
I forget.
That's my
Any
bad.
more of
Sam.
those advantages?
Got any more of them hastes?
I am going to in this fiery hellscape basically, yeah. As shadows and lights are flickering everywhere, out from one of the shadows behind the caster rises a Valoth with a mighty blade
A mighty blade.
as he brings it down on him. Blah! As I'm gonna cast summon Shadow Altar.
Valoth.
A custom spell off of the Shaman's Shadows person. Oh, wait. No.
You know what? That might actually be a good thing to include in our next homebrew, although it is basically just...
It's kind. I mean, each one is a different. And I have the stats here, so I don't know if you
What,
would
different
want to.
Valoths?
We might alter
Yeah.
it a little bit more
Yeah.
and throw that into our next homebrew thing. You guys are
Yeah.
interested in that?
That's a good idea.
Thumbs up in chat if you'd be interested.
It's gonna
in
make
that.
2 attack rolls because I cast it at 4th level.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
it gets 2 attacks. And it gets my plus. So that is a 26 to hit and a 13 to hit.
The 26 hits, but the 13 does not.
Okay. Then he will pump his smites into that 26 instead.
Pumping.
Where my mind went to.
So 12 plus 7 is 18.
Points of damage?
Nope, that's not right math. That's 19 points of radiant damage.
Okay. As the chamber is illuminated with a radiant bright light as opposed to the flames that lick off of all of the wooden structures in the area.
His speed is reduced by 20 feet
Okay.
until the start of his next turn.
Got it. That's most of it.
And Valoth drops prone. Seeing that,
Okay.
that the guy has crossbows and is shooting,
All right.
shooting things, and he is concentrating on that. But yeah,
Yeah, I got a concentration ring right here. Courtesy of your friend Flora.
'Cause he
Wow.
doesn't call out
Damn.
any kind of
Damn.
thing on
Damn.
As Valoth's spell takes hold, a shadowy form of him springs out from the dark and attacks your foe as he drops prone himself.
And bonus action, I would like to look through my familiar's eyes and kind of see what that landscape is as he's 100 feet away from us, back where we came from.
So you told him to be exactly 100 feet away?
Yeah, and he's got 60-foot Tremor Sense blind sight.
He is not quite at the mouth of the cavern, but you recognize the tunnel. He's about 60 feet in.
Okay, so he would be able to.
He can see out to 60 feet in. So he's 120 feet in.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
No, that's good. Okay. Sweet. Cool. That's it.
And for what it's worth, he can see that there are still some kobolds like making their way out, shielding their mouths and trying to not breathe in too much of the smoke. So as you drop prone, it now moves to the caster, who sees the shadows spring up behind them. Are they corporeal? Can they be attacked?
Yeah. They have an AC and hit points and all that fun stuff.
We're going to decide that's what they're going to do or not.
No, don't worry about it. Just go with your gut.
I think that they are going to try and maneuver themselves. They've got 10 feet.
Attack of opportunity.
Yep. So they can get here.
Opportunity.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Dang.
As the mage is able to just barely slip past using their wiry frame to dodge the attack from your shadow self. They climb up onto this ladder to get a bit of a better vantage, and they are going to...
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was trying to do.
They're going to spy you and cup their hands around their mouth as they... And you hear the reverberations echo through the chamber and then coalesce on your position as they cast Shatter at 7th level.
Holy fuck.
So it's centered on Valoth. Everyone within 10 feet. I'm going to say that's not odd, but it is Flora and Drazad.
11 and a half feet.
You guys need to make a con save.
Okay.
Saw that, Chad. Don't sleep
How does
on
new counterspell work? Sorry to
you
do this right now.
It is a check from them.
Do I even have it prepared?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it, right? Because you can upcast counterspell.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Con save.
No, you can't.
No, you can,
It's a
right?
roll.
Because
It's
I thought
just a roll.
it.
It's level 2 or 3.
No, counterspell.
I thought you could.
No, counterspell.
Oh, no, you cannot upcast it. Okay.
It's just a roll now.
I am going to attempt
Can't upcast it.
to.
They broke it. It's completely different now.
I'm going to attempt to counterspell it.
Okay.
My reaction.
And remind me, it is...
Attempt to interrupt the creature's process. The creature can make a Constitution saving throw on a failed save.
Does it matter what the spell level is anymore? I can't...
No.
You just make a con save.
Yep.
Wow, that's
Okay.
Do you want to open it before he rolls it?
Oh, that's a great point. Thank you. Thank you.
That's
thank
an
you,
idea.
Thank you. Yeah, they rolled a 7.
Okay. As the echoes begin to coalesce, you hear that high pitch almost right before it all goes silent, before the seismic charge. And the charge never comes. It never erupts. You're able to basically siphon that magic straight out of the air.
And in
tuck it away.
honor of Odd reminding me of the portents, he winks at the caster as he does it. Meanwhile, tracing arcane symbols in the air, like the wink does nothing.
Jeez. Yeah, you completely debilitated that. That sucks.
good.
Yeah, man, dude.
Force the con save and tell him no, you
Yeah.
fail. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Chad,
They will remember that.
Chad, don't sleep on like level 2 spells upcast to like
Okay.
level 7.
We gotta kill the caster first.
What was the dice behind that?
It was going to be 8d8 for every person that failed.
No,
Jesus. Thank you, Vala.
And
Wait, so if all three of us failed, it was gonna be like 7.
24d8.
Holy fuck.
Wait, so we didn't have to.
Well, basically, like for each of you,
Yeah, for
8d8.
each, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought
It was not going to add up.
That's what I thought. I was like, I didn't know that spell did that. Like, let me add it to my.
But Shatter has some additional effects too, I believe. Oh no, it used to. It doesn't anymore. Wow. Anyway, that doesn't matter anymore. Drazad, it is your go. What would you like to do?
I will. You fell prone on purpose, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which
That way
one?
range attacks have disadvantage on me.
That's the caster.
Yep. And if 15 does not hit him.
caster
What
is
26 does.
the one up here, yeah.
Somewhere in between.
One right here.
Yeah, on the stairs. He went up the stairs a little bit.
Okay.
This one and this one.
Okay.
The ones that got cover.
There's something down there. I don't know what it is.
That's Shadow
Okay.
Battle.
Oh, okay. I was like, there's something that's not a cold.
It's Metal Mario.
I'm gonna.
It's the Paladin.
Where's
Bell.
Luigi when we need him?
I will.
Oh God.
Bonus action. You'll see, and I'll fly my wings out.
Okay.
And I'll use my full 30. I'm gonna go chill next to Odd.
Okay.
Go hang out with him.
I appreciate you saying that, so I don't have to put another plug.
Yeah,
for you.
no, you're good. Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with him.
I hope they go fly in the opposite direction.
Odd's a little bit heavier with that concentration ring.
Also, the new paint job.
Paint. I was about to say, the paint weighing him down.
You want to see how that turned out? Check it out on Discord. We've got. I tend to post all my paint jobs on there because I get really proud of them.
It should be.
Is the caster wearing any kind of jewelry or anything like that? Is there focus the necklace around their neck?
I'm gonna say no.
That's
They're
like,
using a wand.
wow, how rude.
It's made of metal. No, just kidding.
No, what I will do is I'll look at the caster and look at the Dragonborn, and I'll tell the Dragonborn Dragonborn in Draconic. I'll say, which is, I'll show you what the real Dragonborn can do, you little lizard, and I'll breath weapon the caster.
Okay. Dex save. I'm guessing.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Does a 25 save?
Holy shit.
It's just rude.
It does a little bit.
Dexterous caster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a very
Pretty good.
my boy, like Misty stepped out of the way. Alrighty. I'll and the lightning will just pass by, and I think that's everything because
The lightning crackles across the ground, cascading across the shallow pool of water beneath you as it arcs into the little damp areas of the cavern, catching a few more of the objects alight. The caster is barely able to get out of the way as they scramble back to the pillar of stone behind them. They cast their gaze up to you and then look to the ladder like they're about to run up and try and get a better spot. With that, we now move to the kobolds' turns because they are not just going to sit here idly by. Grant is going to stand up, but doesn't really know where to go. And I'm going to say...
I'm like, run towards where it's not hot.
Literally.
I'm going to say this kobold is going to rush straight forward. This one's going to rush over and try and help her so they can kind of move together. Oh, and they both fall over.
Hey, Alex.
Yes.
Do you have capacity for me to ask a question real quick?
Uh-huh.
The Ionook thing says, in this form, your hit points are equal to 5 plus 5 times your druid level. Are we still doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if I was...
Oh, sorry. No, it's temp HP now.
What is the...
Well, it's the same as any other wild shape. You get temporary
11
HP
is
equal to
my-
your
Okay.
druid level. Yep. Blame WotC for that crap.
Well, I blame you because you wrote down.
I didn't know the rules were going to change.
Unacceptable.
One of the kobolds is able to rush up and meet the caster here. They're going to make an attack. It is a natural 1 as they swing wildly. And the caster just steps aside. The blade goes flying into the flames, and they go, "Oh no!"
Like, stay right there.
Yeah, do not go after that.
It is now the winged kobold's turn, who is actually this guy. That's how he was able to get up there so quickly. He's going to, if you would help me out, Caleb, he's going to run back towards the Dragonborn. Nope.
Kobold. Nope.
Kobold. There you go. And he is going to make an attack on that Dragonborn. Let's see if he does anything here. You see a bit of fiery spit well up in the back of their throat.
Father, no.
Oh. 23 to hit.
It doesn't hit the kobold.
No, the kobold's attacking.
Got him.
As they
know, such a
fire
high
off
number, you wouldn't
that
think.
chromatic spit. It looks like it's going to land on this dragonborn, but at the last minute, Drazad, he looks at you, winks for a second, turns around, and actually parries the acidic spit into the ceiling, and then brings his greatsword down onto the kobold in response.
No!
Yep, that kobold's toast.
Where's Granny?
Grand's
Down
still
there.
up there. She's moving.
I look.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good.
off the
Wilhelm
bridge.
scream.
Yeah, exactly.
In slow motion.
I'll look down at the ones by Grand and be like, "Don't be a hero!" Like,
Drazad, you are still carrying Flint.
no, be a hero
As
like
we
that.
get to the bottom of the initiative order,
Oh my God.
he wakes up. Gran, where's Gran? Put me down!
Knock
Put
his
me
ass
down!
Don't.
He is going to hold his action until you touch down, but yeah, he's awake now. But he's
Try for the best that you're in the air.
ready to
then.
join the fight.
How high
Throw
up
him
are we?
at the.
If you were flying down with 30 feet of movement, you'd be about 30 feet from the ground.
It's a D10 per 10 feet, right?
Yes,
E6.
D6. Sorry.
Okay.
Just throw him at the guy.
That's not that bad.
That's how you kill
I-
a kobold.
I don't think we need his help. And I don't think you need to drop him
Okay.
either. That's me. You make your own
You
decision.
toss him to me and I'll catch him.
No, I don't think Drazad would let him get hurt. He would want to, but
He's
Okay.
waiting until you touch ground. So as long as you don't touch the ground, I feel like he wouldn't be a hindrance. Or maybe he would. Who knows? At that point, you could drop him.
His little legs and his baby Bjorn.
listen here, Tuck. You just do not get in my way, okay?
My name's Flint!
No, your name is Tuck the 10th, but your nickname is Flint.
Odd, it's your go. What are you doing?
Uh,
You hear all this commotion right next to you.
yeah.
You still never found Tuck.
No, I know you put this because of the pedestal, but I have enough movement to get the caster, right?
Yeah, you would have just enough.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's really sketchy, but I would
Uh-huh.
be like next to him,
I can't believe you're going to make
Uh-huh.
Alex pull out something else.
and then I was gonna start swinging.
All right.
Or blast.
You tell me what you do, and I'm gonna try and get this.
Yeah, as Oz finishes the scent, coming very quickly, he's going to. You'll see the prismatic aura
Putting you on the
around
ground.
him.
We're just gonna-
yeah. That's what I was saying. Just put me on the ground somewhere. You'll see his prismatic aura kind of ice up, and then he's gonna take a shot on this guy.
All right.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Baby Bjorn.
It might still hit, dude.
Yeah, it does an 18 hit. I'm sorry, a 19.
19. As you bring your blade to bear, the caster who has retreated up against this rock sees no other way out. And as you go to strike, they bring their hands up and a magical shield is cast up over them. And a 19 no longer hits as you clang off of this repulsive energy.
Seeing that repulsive energy, I was gonna wink at him, and trailing behind him is 3 spears that then shoot through the ice. at
Oh
him.
yeah.
Oh, that one's gonna miss.
This is part of Valor Bard and Eldritch Blast together?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the cantrip is like, as I'm swinging, I'm making spears that then just follow
All your
through.
attacks.
Yeah, exactly. That one missed. That one's going to be 21.
21 just hits,
Okay.
breaking through the shield.
And that one's gonna miss. The one though that breaks through the shield. Okay.
16. 16.
Is his AC?
You did the math.
Shield is.
Well, when he said 15 earlier, just misses, so I figured it was like 16 or
Oh, I didn't
17.
even put that together. Whenever he said 19 hits in the way he animated it, I was like, damn, it's probably like 18. And I was like, that's a
How much damage has he taken?
caster.
Are you
So you're gonna take 9 force damage,
okay?
and he takes 21 ice damage
Hell yeah.
from the
from the
Hell yeah.
elementals.
elementals.
Oh right, because each attack.
Yeah.
Oh my god, broken ass spell.
Hey man, we powered it.
Yeah, we
down.
powered it down, and it's still ridiculous. As the spears begin to whittle away at this magical energy shielding the caster from your attacks, one of the spears strikes in the same area where the last one did, shattering a bit of that magical energy, piercing into his shoulder as ice begins to crawl across his arm.
I was gonna try and follow through with a backhand where the shield kind of failed.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, no, miss. Not gonna make it through.
Okay. As you go to try and attack, he is able to bring that other hand up just in time to replenish the shield's effectiveness, and you are repulsed yet again.
Okay, that's it. That's all I got.
All right, Flora, it is your go. What would you like to do?
Sorry, she's falling asleep like this.
Oh, it's okay. It's a sweet Mabel. If you guys would like to
She's
know
just
more about Mabel in chat, you can type !Mabel, and you find out all about her. It does.
Yeah.
It's puppers, and then it tells you to type Fritz or Mabel.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for !charcuterie, but that hasn't happened.
I am going to use my bonus action to wild shape into the Ionuk.
The Ionuk.
Hell yeah.
So you have 10 feet of movement with your minus 30.
I hear you howl from behind me.
Yeah.
Flora, I know. Look, trust me. You want to remain at 3 points of contact on that bridge you were on.
Oh, I can't talk, but
Look, I got her.
okay.
Ionuk model big, so you got a little bit of movement out of that trade.
Boy.
Yep. So
Your rainbow hood, your headdress, descends into a coat of fur as you shine splendorously in the cavern. Not even the red from the flames can dull your color.
that's right, baby. Can I dash?
You can.
Which would give me 80 total minus 3, so 50. Minus 30.
Doubles your base movement.
Let's Google how does dashing work.
I actually don't know how that would work, but Sam, you're free to Google it for now.
yeah,
I will
yeah.
say yes, you can do that.
So I can move 50.
50.
Great.
I will allow that for now. We'll get the exact answer
Yeah.
later. We'll do that moving forward.
He has disadvantage on his next attack.
The caster?
Yeah.
Oh,
Attack roll.
Can I
I gotta read what
Like-
it says, but
try to
Sure.
climb down?
Dash says.
Climb down?
Like,
It is 50 feet down.
is it like a drop off?
It is a sheer drop. Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna go across the bridge.
Okay. With 50 feet, I believe that would put you probably just near the other side of it. Yeah, I'm going to say you're just there.
Okay.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
It's
almost my limitation.
And then I know I can cast some spells.
You can.
I don't know if I have the right ones prepared. Cracking me
You
up.
think verbal
She's
only?
sleeping. Pass out.
While you figure that out, I might give chat a special treat here. Let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can do here.
disadvantage on one attack roll, Alex.
Look, there's the sleepy Mabel.
Here?
Oh,
Little baby.
sorry, Mabes. Did we wake you up? I'm sorry.
Shadow.
I just want to go to sleep.
What's going on?
Hurry up, other.
Yeah. Okay. I'm in a healing word. Have either of you been hit?
No.
Oh, I thought y'all both got
Counterspelled
hit.
shatter. I think
Okay.
red? No.
No one's
You're
been
the only one
hit.
who's been hit.
I don't think.
Fuck me then. Then I'm gonna healing word myself.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I think we're all good over here.
Yeah, I'm healing wording myself. And
All right.
Then, because that's a bonus action because I use my action to dash.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, you use your bonus action to transform.
Oh, then I can't healing word because I
You can't
dash.
do anything
I
else.
can't do anything. I forgot.
There we go.
Actually.
Done.
We got there.
Yeah.
With that, it is the Dragonborn's turn yet again.
Like a Bjorn.
Seeing that you are the one closest to closing on his position, he is going to continue to try and slow you down and fire on you. Once again, breaking out that heavy crossbow and making 3 attacks on your now Ionuk form. One of those is a nat 1 as he fumbles with the loading process, fires the bolt straight into the wood. That is going to miss, but the other ones are, the lowest is a 22 to hit.
Me?
Yes.
I don't know if your Inuk has more AC than you.
That hits.
Okay. Then you were going to take another 18 points of damage twice, so 36 total.
Okay.
As your movement speed is dropped by 20.
Okay.
With that,
Who's hitting me?
That guy.
he's got a crossbow bolt out,
Mm.
a crossbow out. He is going to rush around the corner here and call out to the caster as he shouts, "Get behind me!" And he's going to use his bonus action to do a tactical charge in and try and position himself in a way
Ooh,
that they can
I
get
gotta
around
attack on
him.
that guy when he enters my threat.
That's fine.
Wait. Can I choose who I want to hit?
I will allow you to choose.
I want to hit the caster.
Just
Yeah, because
That's
actually the Dragonborn is moving without provoking opportunity attacks. So
okay, so I'm
you
gonna
can attack the caster.
swing on the caster.
They do still have shield up.
Okay, that is a 24. Yep.
24 will hit. As the
Great.
caster is retreated back to the warrior's previous position.
Also, speed doubles after modifiers from dash.
Got it.
So
next turn we'll know.
Yeah.
You're only going to be able to
Dash
go 40.
yeah, if you dash.
34.
All right. 34 points
As
of
he tries to
damage.
get away, and I see that little hole in his shield, and I thrust my sword through. Yeah, but it catches all the ice and just
Coalesces.
Yeah.
They stumble up the stairs, basically crawling and rolling over as they stand up on top of the platform, now looking down upon you. You see them beginning to conjure magic into their hand. Their shoulder now just a bloody mess. That left arm is just about useless at this point. They are not looking so hot, but we now move to Valoth's turn. What would you like to do, Valoth?
Valoth is going to cast his favorite handy dandy spell, Chromatic Orb. Get yours today. No, every level above first. Yeah, so he's going to cast it at the 3rd level at Home Skillet on the ground.
Got it. Will it jump to kobolds potentially if it has no other
I
targets?
get to decide.
Okay.
Because you may.
May. Got it. That's why I was asking. I was like, are you about to light these little bastards
No.
up?
That is a 24 to hit him.
To hit him, that will hit, yes.
Sweet. And that's going to be 4d8.
48 damage? That's
48,
crazy.
yeah, and all doubles. No, wild how that happens. I did get doubles, so it will jump. That it was kind of a low roll though, and it is cold damage for what it's worth.
Okay.
8 plus 4 is 12, so 12 points of cold damage as it bounces, and I'm going to bounce it towards our boy that's got shield up, but
Okay.
it's a 23 to hit him.
That does hit, even with the shield. The ice arcs off of the warrior who's clad in armor, his resplendent armor now iced over, steaming from the chill. You see that steam rise and basically enshroud the caster as they are locked in an icy torrent.
This is going to be 19 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Much higher roll that time.
19, they are still up, but really not looking good.
And then the spirit is going to move up and make 2 attacks on... You don't have to move him, but he's going to... Because I don't know you can't, but he's going to get up to the...
Yeah, it's tight in there.
2 attacks on him. For a 14 and a 28.
14 does not hit, but the 28 does.
Oh, max damage!
Wow.
For 21 points of radiant damage.
21 points of radiant damage as the blade swings down from overhead. The warrior tries to block it with his own greatsword, but it passes directly through and sort of sears through his armor as light bursts out from underneath. You see those scales now lifted and glowed a bit from the radiant damage.
You hear this whispered, like, strained voice kind of peering, like, emanating from within the shadows. Says, "Picking on the weak, are you?"
I pick on no one. They killed our own.
And then his speed is reduced by 20.
I'm confused.
You don't do really good at explaining
Is it
yourself.
them or just like kobolds in general?
Right.
Like I'm just like belittling this guy.
Like, can we maybe like stop fighting for like a minute or two and talk? Is that possible?
No.
I know.
And
Looks at you dry like no.
Valeth is gonna
No.
No.
Valeth is gonna call out to the kobolds. He's worried because I know the caster's going right after us. He's not. He's not gonna call to the kobolds. Never mind.
Okay.
He was gonna direct them to go somewhere, but then it's like, shit, the caster's gonna hear that. So I don't want to give them any information.
As the warrior's words fail them, we move to the caster, who now looks down upon all of you and enlightens you by regaling you and saying, "They sent us into that wretched place, seeking treasure. We left with torment." And let's see who's going to get targeted.
You sent yourself in there seeking treasure.
You are going to be targeted. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
I want to ask him who sent them.
Okay.
Wait, are you? I wonder if they are the people we were trying. Like, aren't we going to find?
Or one of you slip.
Aren't we going to find the adventuring party that was
13.
sent in here before? That's
Okay.
close.
As their words hang in the air, time begins to slow, and some of the waves of heat wafting off of these flames begin to distort your surroundings. Everyone is speaking back and forth, and suddenly you find you can't understand what they're saying. Your mind is a mess. You go to raise your sword hand, but your leg lifts instead. You begin to collapse onto the ground. You're going to take... What is the average of that? My God.
Is it?
Oh, great.
Hang on. I'm doing math in my head.
Boom, boom, boom. This brought to you by
You take
Computer science.
65 points of psychic damage.
65.
And you cannot cast spells or take the magic action.
Okay.
At the end of every 30 days, you'll be able to repeat the save, and the effect can also be ended by greater
Every
restoration
30 days.
or wish.
Gaius.
Lesser restoration, you said?
Greater.
restoration.
Is that Gaius? Yeah.
This is befuddlement.
It's not Gias.
You have been befuddled.
Also, I don't know if you can make that con save. It would be 32. Keep your concentration.
Hey,
That's what you need to make.
Come on, baby, nat 20. I have advantage on
he's
these.
gonna heal you on this turn. I have to do it to him.
You're good.
Do I use this?
I mean, it was. We'll ask. I mean, would a nat 20 be enough, even if the plus is not?
Yeah, how's that
32?
work?
Well, it's gotta beat the half, right?
Yeah.
So no.
So it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, you tell me.
Wait,
What
no,
it's
would
an
a nat 20 auto succeed is what we're saying.
what he's
That's the
asking.
only.
Oh no.
That's
Okay,
that's
gotcha.
only.
That's the only-
saving grace right
yeah.
here.
Sorry.
So no, it not drop concentration.
You would
Yes.
have to roll a 20.
I got it.
You would have to roll a 20 for your plus to.
No.
He was hoping.
Natural 20 would auto
He
succeed.
does
Auto
not have a plus
succeed.
12 to
Yeah.
his or plus 13 to his con.
But that's what we'd have to have. To
Natural 20 auto
Hits.
hits and auto misses. It does
Yeah,
not auto succeed.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So as the befuddlement takes hold, you
What
see
else
odd.
is going on?
Well, you can't cast spells or take the magic action.
Okay, no problem.
You can still attack and stuff.
Yeah.
But you can't cast spells or take the magic action.
Okay.
And then you get to repeat the save at the end of every 30 days, unless it is ended by greater restoration, heal,
Gotcha.
or
Okay.
wish.
Caleb's got you, so he just said, "Don't worry about it."
The caster looks down on you as you kind of cast your gaze up, delirious through the waves of heat and befuddlement that they sent your way. As they show a hint of regret in their expression. They say, "I'm sorry, for your own good." And they are going to rush
You
back
tell him, Odd.
this way. Drazad, it is now your go. What would you like to do?
Drazad was focused on his friend Flora, seeing that she is very weak in her Ionic form. But seeing Odd's magic fizzle away, Odd, I would like you to add 70 hit points as Drazad goes, "That is nothing the great Pyraxis cannot heal. Great Pyraxis, hear my cry." And just a beam of white light. I cast heal.
Hell yeah, there it is. We knew the heals were on deck.
That's literally like that's the only 6th level spell I have prepared. And I was like,
As this white light washes over you, you feel not only the grace of Pyraxis, but the touch of a celestial, something that you haven't felt since your mother was still on this good earth. You raise to your feet, cured of your affliction.
Oh, I'm cured too?
Yeah, that's what Cal does.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
He was one of the things. Did the caster die? Is that what happened?
No, they stuck.
No.
They have half cover.
Oh, I see. You hid them perfectly from me.
Yeah, I did.
I was like, where'd they
Is
go?
it this guy right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
nah, the little shit's hanging out back there.
Zod, are you doing anything else?
No, that is all I can do.
Okay.
Because that was a magic action.
We now move to the kobolds, and they're scrambling. The one right in front of the attacker is going to try and strike out with their claws since they dropped their dagger. That is actually an 18 to hit. But with that 18, once again, the warrior pulls their blade up, basically slices off the kobold's arm, and then cuts them asunder as they are no more. Vanquished.
Oh, crap. Can I do something that I think will be okay because it doesn't affect anything?
Yeah.
Can I move down 30 feet and drop? Yeah, I forgot. I always forget about movement, man. I'm like,
Zod, as you touch ground, I'm going to understand this reference
same
because
thing.
we have a dog that's crazy and likes to jump out of your arms the second she feels like it. Flint is wriggling out of your bag as he scrambles to his
get
feet.
the hell off of me.
Let me go! I gotta save
check on your
Gran!
grandmother. Make sure she is okay. I mean, as okay as she can be.
This kobold is now going to rush in and try and attack where his comrade has just fallen.
Comrade.
Macomrod.
They are going to miss with a 9.
Oh, no.
This kobold is helping Gran move a little further down. And it now falls to Flint's turn as Flint sees the kobold helping Gran. He's like, Gran, don't worry, we're going to get you out of here. He turns towards the armored individual, pulls out a hand crossbow that he has to wield in both hands, basically coughs a bit of flame onto the arrow, making the tip red hot, and fires the bolt at his aggressor.
I didn't know you could do that, Flint.
He actually gets multi-attack. He's going to fire 2 of these.
Oh, okay,
Look at this dude go.
Look at you.
Both are going to hit.
Hey,
When
already
Alex's
more useful than
NPCs
Luciana.
help us.
Is every tuck just useful?
Accidentally, yes.
Yeah, like
He deals 16 points of damage between the piercing and the fire damage. It is not nothing, as both bolts find purchase in the back of this individual's armor. Each locks into the gap between the main chest plate and the shoulder plate as he basically reels back in pain. You see a bit of smoke rising through as the wounds are instantly cauterized from the heat of Flint's attack. Flint makes eye contact with him. He's like, "Hey, Dragon Boy, why don't you pick on somebody your own size?"
That's not you, Flint. I don't think I would say
Yeah.
that.
I'm in size and spirit.
No,
Actually, you know what? Pick on him. Pick at him. He points to you, Drazad, as we now move to Odd's turn. What would you like to do, Odd?
I'm regaining the ability to talk and and talk correctly. Okay. let's see if your friend can handle the same medicine. Bonus. Oh, never mind. Ooh,
Still
okay.
feeling a little bit of the befuddlement. Still shaking it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Hex. I'm gonna cast Hex on the guy in front of me,
Okay.
and
You got a hexed.
then I'm
ring over there,
gonna
I think.
attack him a bunch.
Take me a second.
The thing that I want to give him disadvantage on is intelligence.
Down there.
This one?
Okay.
Intelligence saves.
Help me to remember that, but
Okay, I will.
I got it.
Hey, Valoth! This guy's bad at intelligence saves now. As you see some Oz magic start to
Valoth.
stick to him, and then it's just a bunch of slurs about him being dumb written on his body.
Bunch of little odd heads just kind of
Yeah.
rotating around him like, you idiot, you freaking dummy.
It's like the Potter pins from
I actually
the
like to
Harry
think-
Potter movie.
That it's Odd's head, but it's actually Flint's voice, just like cut out from earlier when he called you an
Yeah.
idiot. He's like, idiot, idiot, idiot.
I'm imagining the thing of the Sea of Souls in the Scooby-Doo movie with the little heads floating
Oh,
around.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna swing on this guy.
All right.
Does a
Love that movie.
27 hit.
A 27 does hit, yes.
Oh, I don't have all the things anymore.
Yeah.
Welcome in, viewers. I see our viewership count just jumped there. Good to see you guys. Hope you're having a great night. Enjoy the stream.
He's gonna try
for
to kill us.
12 on that first one.
12 damage total.
2 of us necrotic, and the rest of us like slashing. I don't know.
That will not matter. Thank you.
And then the same thing as his sword's trailing. 3 spikes form, or spears form there and come at him.
All right. As the spears
That's
rain
a-
down,
20. Does a 22 hit?
a 22 does hit.
Ooh.
Actually, he already used his reaction on that kobold, so he has no reaction. Carry on, sir.
That is 6 points of damage. Force damage.
Okay.
That's a 20. That's higher. That's gonna hit. That is 9 points of force damage.
Okay.
And the last one's going to miss, it looks like. Yep.
Okay. 14.
Wait. 2 hit, right?
You did hit.
Hex. 8 more necrotic on it.
Okay. As your spears rain down, your eldritch blasts find purchase, basically pummeling against his armor, driving him back. He stumbles for a moment, which is the only reason why that last spear does drive into the rock pillar behind him, bursting as it strikes, sending shrapnel into the air. He stands to his feet, a bit of green blood now draining from his mouth onto the ground below him in a small pool, but he wears a smile nonetheless.
I'm like, you keep talking, and the more you say, the more it sounds like it's your own fault that y'all died in there.
We were given bad information
Who?
by the ones these kobolds protect.
And who's that?
We don't have a name.
Oh, okay.
You have an initial by chance?
Sounds like a fault on your part.
A single initial, an S perchance.
Flora, what you got going on over there?
Okay, so how far would it be from where I am now to this? Nope, that within 60 feet.
That would be not more than it's about 50 to get
Yeah,
there.
within 60 feet. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is healing word myself.
Okay.
Can I upcast as the Ionook?
Yes, you basically can cast those spells. So
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I could upcast.
yeah, for those of you in chat that don't know, this is a custom wild shape stat block that gives a little bit of moon druid stuff. Even though she's not a moon druid, she gets to cast
Oh, we
healing
like
word
to
and some other
moon
stuff.
here. Okay,
Kind of helped her meet in the middle.
that was my bonus action.
Okay.
Because Moon Druid broken.
Fucking
Other
hell,
druids
I
were flavor.
thought that I could do that as an action. I knew.
I'm supposed to be doing damage with
Too late.
Could I use
be 4 more per person.
my action to do hidden paths? Because I can use it as a bonus action or an action to teleport a willing creature. So if I touch myself,
You know what?
I'm willing.
Does it say a willing creature other than you, or does it say a willing creature?
Willing creature.
You know what? Screw it. Yeah, I think that's technically rules as written. Go for it.
Then I am going to use my action.
Huh?
Teleport to the end of that.
Okay. Careful.
You still
Careful,
technically have
SpongeBob.
20 feet of movement.
Careful, SpongeBob. I know, but I don't have my action.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's fair.
And I want to be within 20 feet so I can ram him.
That's fair.
As you step through a flurry of leaves and vines, reappearing, almost diving out from the ground, landing on all fours and flaring your teeth at this caster, you see the look of worry run across their face as they realize they've been cornered.
Yeah.
Where they are.
That's right.
With that, it is now the warrior's turn. The Dragonborn is going to turn towards...
He does have 20 feet less movement for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Decide what he's gonna do.
He's gonna attack. He's gonna attack Odd.
Mm-hmm.
All three of his greatsword attacks.
Yeah. What a little head.
You said heal was 6th level spell, right?
Yeah.
You don't have another one of those?
Does a 14 hit? I know the answer. It does not. Does a 23 hit?
It does.
And does a 28 hit?
I think I will. Yeah, I'll shield. It's the only one I'm gonna hit.
Okay. As you cast your shield spell, the area is illuminated awash with a golden light. But through that golden light, the greatsword still finds purchase as you take 19 points of slashing damage. And the next attack you have, you make against... the next attack roll you make before the start of the warrior's next turn has disadvantage. So basically, your next attack has disadvantage.
What if he dies? Does he never get another turn and he just have disadvantage?
Forever. That's true. Oh, man, that would suck.
Oh, Paul,
wait.
you do something like that and then stab yourself.
I too have sap. I hit this guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no more.
So should it have been
The first one that already missed.
The first one did
Already
miss.
missed, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be better about this.
Oh, it's okay. It's a lot. It's a lot to keep track of.
Yeah.
And as he strikes out against you, seeing you wounded once again, even though your wounds have closed and you've been healed, he sees you're a bit weary, and he is going to use his bonus action to move half his speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
So 10 feet.
Yep. Up here, and then he's going to use.
Wait, no, wouldn't it be 5 feet? I don't know how much he has, but it'd be half of whatever he has remaining.
It's fine. I used my reaction anyway.
Well, I don't know if your reach is 10
I
feet.
used my reaction.
Oh, you did.
Well, he can use his movement and then use his bonus action to move without opportunity. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But he uses his bonus action to get out of there and get up there.
Get out and up.
Out and up. Valoth, it is now your go. What would you like to do?
He's going to call out to the kobolds now, seeing that these guys have kind of moved away, and he's going to say, "Get to the hallway under the bridge. I'll get you out." And then he's going to pull out 2 mind whips from his head. I say 2. Is this one within 90 feet of me? I'm pretty sure he is. But I don't know if he is.
Yes, they
Yeah.
would be.
Okay. Then, yeah, he's going to pull out 2 mind whips.
From your
from on the ground. He's going to like, yeah! And I need int saves from both of them. He has disadvantage.
Yes, he does. It's actually still really good. Hang on. It's a 15 and a 19 on the die for a total of 17.
Oh, he just saves.
It just saves. And the caster.
Silvery barbs?
I can't.
Oh.
Because I'm casting a spell right now.
You can use the reaction.
No, not.
Yeah, but you can't
on the same
cast 2
turn.
leveled spells in the same turn.
I changed the wording, so it means you can't take.
And the caster got an 18 on their
Okay,
int
so
save.
they're still gonna take half damage, but I mean that's not really what this spell does. Right?
Yeah, I'm very glad that they actually made it past friggin' Mind Whip for once.
7 plus 5 is 12, half 6. So they both take 6 psychic damage.
Got it. As your mind's lash whips across the atmosphere, parting the smoke and flames, you don't see the whip itself, but you do see its path as it connects with each of their temples. Neither of them is driven asunder, but they do both take a bit of damage as your shadow now closes on the warrior who flees.
The warrior who flees.
I was just
And then he's gonna make 2 attacks on him. He would stay there. He would try to position himself to where he's blocking his path down. Does a 27 hit?
27 definitely does hit.
Okay, and I'm guessing a 14 doesn't.
A 14 does not, no.
Okay. Shit. I roll crap the time that I remember they're supposed to be doing more damage.
Take a chat roll.
So no, I mean it's on D6s. I rolled bad. And I don't know if the shadow person can take chat rolls because he technically, I don't know. Anyway,
Technically, they're your rolls, so I would allow it.
yeah, I'm not gonna have him do that though. That is 6 plus another 7, so 13 radiant damage.
Okay. 13 more damage on this warrior who is bleeding across all of the wood here. It is charred black, but you can still see the pools of dark green ichor sort of dripping down through the planks.
And his speed is reduced by 20 again.
Okay, got it. Are you doing anything else?
Are you still just on the ground up there?
Yep.
Oh my god! I was like, why is that concentration ring?
He was gonna get his ass kicked with
laid
shatter,
up
but
like this, yeah.
But counterspell, baby.
seeing themselves cornered, the caster is now going to take out their wand, swishing it overhead in a sort of flourishy pattern. They're going to turn towards you, Flora, and cast a spell attack roll.
It disadvantage.
Disadvantage on that.
Hey.
Does a 14 hit? 14 does not hit. As you see a wave of sort of like pink glittery energy fly past you, colliding with the stone behind in a he whips some of the glitter back into the air as he tries to cascade it down upon you again. This one's a straight roll, right?
Yeah, it was just first.
That's a natural 20.
I'm sorry. Misses.
Wait,
Sure.
how far is Silver Barbs?
120?
It's cool.
It's 60.
It's cool.
And they would not be within 60.
Yeah, I think it is
Yeah.
60. Let me see.
It is.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it is 60.
Let me double check.
It is.
But I don't think it's...
No.
Yeah, they're not within 60. Oh, this is 40, actually.
I think they're within 60.
God damn it. Got to be able to see them, though.
You
I don't know if
checked
do you
it.
have line of sight? I don't know.
I mean, I had to see them for Tasha's Mind Whip, and you allowed that. But I would think they're further than 60.
I think they're just out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
65.
I'm sorry.
Flora, you are going to take 36 points of psychic damage.
Down.
Okay. As your wild shape is kaput, Flora's body now morphs prone on the rickety bridge that shakes under the weight of every attack. Seeing the threat neutralized, they turn their attention now towards the shadow of Valoth as they whip that wand once again to make one last attack.
It's going home.
That is a 27 to hit.
Yep.
Your shadow takes... I'm actually going to roll it.
I hate when he
More
says
damage.
I do want to do more damage. I did less damage. Be happy about it. They take 16 points of psychic damage.
Okay. It's easy to remember where they're at. I don't have to write it down.
16 points of psychic damage, and are they immune to the charmed condition?
I believe so. Let me
For
look.
sure.
I have to look at the shadow step because I didn't put all of the stuff on.
They definitely are.
I agree.
No, they're just immune to being frightened.
Okay, they are
I don't
charmed
know.
until the start of the noble's next turn.
Did you read
Which
it right?
means they really can't do anything, right? But they're not going to do anything negative.
They can't
Okay.
basically attack the
Yeah.
caster or anyone allied with them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to leave him up then. I was going to drop concentration if he was going to turn and start attacking us.
I went to the bathroom.
They are going to
Would you
rush
like to- do you have
over towards you,
Affecting
Flora.
it on you?
No.
The no magic thing?
No, you
No,
hear
no,
me.
you healed and got rid of that.
No, he's asking if it came again.
Yeah.
no,
It
no.
didn't.
Oh, okay, great.
No.
That's a once-a-day spell. Drazad, it is your go. What would you like to do?
Who's on deck?
Flint, actually, and then you. Well, the kobolds too.
Who needs them kobolds? Everybody's health is looking pretty rough, isn't it?
No.
The floor is down.
Yeah, floor is
Fuck me, I guess.
No, I'm coming. Don't worry.
You do have a level of exhaustion. Don't forget.
Me?
Because you went down, and anytime you go
I
down,
didn't come back up.
when you
You
come
will.
Well, yes, but right now I'm dead.
If you come back up. No.
we leave.
Don't put that in the universe.
Yeah.
Hi.
People, whoa. Something spooked her. You guys spooked?
Sorry, Mabes. Puppy check.
Okay. I am going to fly.
Son of a bitch. Just kidding.
No. You don't have to.
He's gonna
fly,
land somewhere.
Yeah, like I'm coming up here with Shadow Valoth.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be like, hello.
Swatch.
How's everybody going?
You can get just there. That's all your movement for sure.
It doesn't really matter. I'm not staying there. I'll be like, oh my god, Shadow Valoth. I did not realize you were over there.
As he's like,
And then I'm like, wait a second, is Valoth? And I look over and I see you laying on the ground. And are you still laying on the ground? Okay, well, shh. Okay. Well, I'm sorry about what I'm going to do right now. And I look over at the Dragonborn and I go, Toodles.
Oh no.
And I cast Thunderstep and I will teleport.
Taking Shadow Valoth with you?
Nah, Shadow Valoth on his own.
You technically could.
I mean, it's up to you. It really does not matter to me, but he could hit things.
Not next turn, he can't.
No. Well, if he takes damage, he can.
Well,
That breaks the charm
if he
condition,
teleports
doesn't
with
it?
me, though, he won't take damage.
You get the
We'll check that for me.
Yeah, I'll take him. Why not? I'm gonna pop up right here,
Only gonna help you.
and
Yoink.
Well, unless you leave him to take damage, then
yeah. Well, he's gonna go in front of me strategically. 3d10. Oh, can you make a con save for old boy?
oh no.
Sure can.
Thank you.
I think the ending to the charm condition is always determined by the spell. So
He saves for sure. 19 on the die.
Yeah. Okay.
so it depends on what his spell says as to if that ends the charm condition. I know you. Sometimes
It doesn't say.
Says, okay.
It's until end of
5,
next
4,
turn.
he
That's
takes
fair.
9
thunder.
4 points of thunder damage.
4?
Yeah.
Because halved. Got it.
Yeah.
As the thunder ripples out, you see the smoke sort of part and then ripple back in as the air compresses and decompresses. He is nearly thrown from the platform by the blast, but is able to stabilize himself as he turns to face you, now closing on his caster friend who was just about to make their escape.
Okay. And I will. Flora, get up. And I'll heal her for 14 points. I'll cast a bonus action healing word.
Get on up now.
Let's go.
Can you cast two?
Wow, get.
No, the
Because
Thunderstep is
Thunderstep
not-
doesn't take a spell slot.
Oh, nice.
Only if you use a spell slot.
Yeah.
Good looking out there. though.
I love those noodles.
Are you doing anything
No,
else, Drazad?
that is.
Much healing.
That's everything. 14 points of
You
healing.
have exhaustion.
I know.
Well, we forget a lot. That's why I'm trying to remember. We now move to the kobolds' turns as they have been instructed to run where? There.
Basically here, the entrance under the bridge.
Yep.
Basically right below Valoth.
Tuck is not. Sorry, Flint is not going to do that. But the other ones are.
Look, Flint, same thing.
That's fine.
As they're running by, I'm like, I thought you guys liked traps.
Wait, did nobody? Is there no?
Yeah, we do.
Isn't this cat?
What do you think all the flyers from?
Oh, it's your trap.
You made these ones.
Yeah.
A bit of column A, bit of column B.
Jesus.
That right there, that's column B. That big rocky column.
Right.
Oh my god. Oh
Excellent.
no.
That's where we keep our bee traps.
All right, everybody. Have a good night.
You
Get
hear a
out there, make some
disconcerting
chaos.
buzzing sound.
I
Uh,
I shoot the column.
Flint is going to make 2 more attacks on this Dragonborn, trying to bring them down. That is a 19, which does hit, and a 16, which does not. But they are going to take another 8 points of fire and piercing damage as a bolt
brother.
is able to get through their defenses.
My boy's still not down.
No, he is not.
I think we've
And
hit the
Flint
caster more than we've hit him.
rushes past you.
Wise.
He's like, out of the way! It's time for Flint to take care of this himself!
This
And
is
it's your turn now. What would you like to do?
I reach the caster with fly, like with a fly speed.
If it's 30-foot fly speed, no.
Okay.
Not in melee range, you can't.
Got you.
probably get like
They're like 60 feet away from you,
Okay.
if not a little more. Flora, you're on deck, so
oil baby girl.
just keep an eye out there.
I am going to fly up to the guy, the pink guy.
Yeah, you can get up there for
Yep.
sure. You sort of do a running leap and somersault as you land just behind him, the wood shaking beneath your feet. But you pay it no mind because you, my friend, are hovering above. What would you like to do?
Guess I just start attacking. Yeah. I'm just gonna start attacking this guy.
All right.
I want to leave Flint some room, so I'll
Swing around the other
swing
side.
around the other side. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does not hit as he sees you coming, especially after you strafe around, and he brings his great sword, blocking it with his arm a bit.
Does a 22 hit?
A 22 does hit, but he is going to... Nope, he is not going... Yep, 22 hits.
Does a 28 hit?
28 also hits.
26.
26 and 22 both hit, yes.
And does a 20 hit?
A 20 does hit, but he's going to do a counterattack as he parries that attack and makes an attack of his own.
So it will cause it to miss, is what's
That
effectively
yeah, that one will miss. He only gets the counterattack if it misses him, but it adds 4 to his AC for that attack specifically.
Okay.
Wow, rude.
And then
So you basically have 2 hits so far.
yes, bonus action attack. Damn it. Oh. Only 2 hits.
Does a 26 hit you?
Oh, yeah.
You take 19 points of damage, and you are
Slowed.
Instead of using the sap property, they have an additional option, which is a maneuver. He's going to call out to the caster as he deflects one of your attacks into the ceiling. He calls out to them, "Go while they're distracted!" And they're going to move without provoking opportunity attacks, drifting past you all.
Drifting.
Ow.
Drift King.
They rush through. Basically, he gets a maneuver. He says, one ally who can see the warrior and can take a reaction can move up to half their speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Who's going to push his ass off that bridge?
also hex. Do you get extra stuff for that? Or you kind
Yeah, that's 18 points of damage total.
18 total. As you drive that 18 damage into them, they are driven to a knee but stand back up, gripping their greatsword with both hands. Our friends will be avenged!
Yeah,
You do
probably.
anything else?
Definitely kill some kobolds, so
Yes.
feel good about that.
You could still explain yourself.
You know what? Being this close, make a perception check for me. It's an imprecise one.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, I got 22.
You see in their eyes, their bloodshot eyes, a mixture of tears. And then as they speak so closely to you with such fervor, you smell a tinge of alcohol on their breath.
This guy's drunk.
Very drunk.
Okay. I'll say, hey, you know, you don't have to die here, right? You can stop.
I refuse to die.
It's not gonna end well for you.
Make a persuasion or intimidation check.
They're,
What choice?
they're the same thing.
Lesser ooh. Would lesser
I think I'm
restoration
appealing
get
to. I'm trying. I don't think I'm intimidating this guy. He seems like they're. So it's a persuasion
No, it's
check.
not
Okay.
So, yeah.
a drunken thought? Yeah.
14 plus 14, 28.
Okay. With a 28, he gets a look across his face. It's too late. Too late now.
Apologize.
Okay. We tried. I tried.
Eat him some like
You do
bread.
see that you've like made some headway with him,
Yeah.
and he's starting to kind of come out of that drunken stupor, but he's not quite there.
Mm.
Are you doing anything else?
Oh, yeah, I'm done.
All right, Flora, it's your go. What would you like to do?
I'm going to use my bonus action to teleport again. I'm going to go on top of that like cage thing. And I
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Great. And then I'm going to face that guy. And I'm going to
Spartan kid.
basically I'm going to like slam my staff down and shoot like flowers out the front. And when I do that, a wave of energy is going to rush over, and I need a con save.
From the caster?
Yeah.
All right.
Constitution.
Casting Thunder Wave.
Does a 21 save?
I'm
Silvery
gonna push his ass off.
I know what you're doing.
Yes, it saves, but he still takes half damage.
Yeah, he's going to take some damage.
Get wrecked.
So
Ooh,
he's gonna take
shit.
15 points of thunder damage.
Whoa.
That's good.
It was 31 total, but
As a wave of thunder ripples through the chamber, they are nearly blown from their perch, grabbing a bit of loose rope that is still strapped onto the crooked boards that hold this platform up. They swing for a moment before clambering back up to their feet. Are you doing anything else? Okay. It is now the warrior's turn as they look to you, Odd. Raising their great sword
You got disadvantage on one.
on the first attack.
Yep.
Raising their great sword asunder.
Excuse me.
I do not wish this fate upon you, but you have brought it upon yourself!
I did nothing.
He misses with the first attack. As you dive out of the way, it clashes into the ground, sending shards of rock into the air. He makes two more attacks in quick succession. A 21 to hit and a 28 to hit.
I'm a shield again that's gonna block one of those.
So one hit then.
Yeah.
You take 19 points of
hit
slashing
wonder.
damage, and he is going to sap you this time.
I'm like, Vala, did we do anything? This was not our fault, right?
They were killing people.
That's what I thought.
Valoth, it is now your go. What would you like to do?
Still hasn't explained anything.
Seeing that his shadowy person is just kind of like over there in a similar odd state, he's like, no sense in wasting spells on him. He's gonna drop concentration.
Oh, the charm effect is
Gonna go away.
going to go away next turn.
Yeah. No. But
Okay.
he's gonna flavor.
It's gonna go away
He's
now.
concentrating on something else.
Got it.
So, looking at the kobolds where they are, he's gonna bonus
Still
action
laying down over there.
look into his rat's. Yeah, he's gonna bonus action look into his rat's eyes.
Do that all the time with me.
And because of the way that the new Find Familiar is worded, I can see through both
Yes.
at the same time.
And
So he's gonna cast Arcane Gate, putting one portal beneath the kobolds there,
oh, hell yeah.
and one near the entrance of the tunnel, and it is facing that way currently.
Yeah.
It is only one way.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
As your portal spins into existence, reality shifts for a moment, feeling almost as if the air is folding apart to make room for another new pathway in the physical space before you. Stars line the edges as the kobolds look. The exit! It's right there! I don't know how, but we gotta go!
As Valoth, trying to explain them, he's like, well, actually, it's quite interesting. And they're running. He's like, and he takes a piece of paper and he punches a pencil through it. He's like, it's kind of like this.
I imagine you're like,
All magic is connected.
you're still prone, you're peering over the edge, like
Yeah.
you kind of crawled over and like looked down there and
Yeah. Swirled the Doctor Strange portal open.
See, the 3-body problem isn't really a problem when you have magic.
And then, he's going to stay prone because he's concentrating on this portal and he doesn't want it to I've hit a lot of things.
It's funny.
I have
It
done
is
things.
hilarious to me.
It is now the caster's turn, and Flora, seeing what you were able to do, they are worried about you, but they're going to attack Drazad this time because they saw they were able to bring you up. Being a caster, they're not stupid, so they raise that wand. That pink glitter begins to swirl around you in sort of a tornado. And does an 18 hit you, Drazad?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't.
Does a less than that hit you? 17.
It does that.
And less than that, an 11. Jeez.
It doesn't.
3 points of contact.
Absolutely.
Drazad is like, I can see through all the colors of the wind.
Drazad is...
As the glitter swirls around you, you are immune to the charm effect. They see written across your face the absolute determination that would spell their demise, and they are going to try and run further. They're running across the bridge now, trying to escape themselves. Drazad, it is now your go. What would you like to do?
As he runs away, holler. Drazad is going to catch you. I don't know why you're trying to run. And
Very fast, actually.
that it does not matter. You can't run faster than light. And where?
Wasn't that glitter pretty? Are you sure you want to catch me?
No, yeah, Drazad definitely does, because he still has not got an explanation from you or your friend over there. I will cast. Yes. Okay. I will cast Guiding Bolt at the 5th level.
Okay.
Oh,
Your
wait.
attack roll.
Hold on. Oh, I can't upcast, I guess, technically. with
Why?
Divine Intervention.
It's a free.
Oh.
Yeah, and whenever you click on it, it specifically
It's always the base
has
level.
first. Yeah. Okay. Well,
When you get a free casting of something, it's always the base level unless otherwise specified.
that changes things a little bit. I'm so sorry. I will instead. Yep, no metal on them. Remember that. I almost don't have anything that does damage.
Did you not have Guiding Bolt prepared?
The rest is
Oh.
keep like kicking. It's so frustrating.
Your legs?
You ever never?
I mean, do you still have your fly speed? Because you could potentially close the gap. Because you can get it a straight line. And he kind of had to curve around.
Yeah, I'm not.
He was like 5 feet away from you.
I'm actually not super worried about it. I'll turn around and look at him and go, Drazad's going to catch you. Point, and I'll toll the dead. So I need a wisdom save.
Okay.
Good over there, Brett.
That is a 17 on the die plus some stuff. So
Yeah.
they do succeed as the bells toll throughout the chamber. They are Saber Suck, right?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
They are made immune and continue their flight across the bridge, though they do feel death nipping at their heels all the same. Are you doing anything else?
No.
All right.
Yes, I'll move.
Tux.
30 feet. About
He was about 5 feet away from you.
here-ish.
Yeah, you can get there.
Yeah, I'll chase. I'm chasing you. Drazad's coming.
Behind you.
He's behind him.
We now move to the kobold's turn. Real easy turn for them. They are rushing out of that portal you've created, Valoth. And we move to Flint's turn as he rushes up the steps, switching out his crossbow
Yeah.
for a short sword. He leaps over that last step, all 2 feet of clearance he gets, and tries to drive that short sword into his foe.
Does he have pack tackets?
He does.
Ah.
Should have been getting advantage this whole time. Now that I think about it. Well, actually, no. I don't think anybody was
Oh, I was
in range when he
next
was.
to him.
Natural 20!
Yeah.
Yes.
Flint. Second attack. Not natural 20, but it'll still hit. And I do think that's actually enough.
Does he give us pack tackets, or he just has it?
He just has it.
Okay.
Flint's first attack is I'm gonna roll the die to see if I can get a higher number. On it.
If he gave everyone pack tactics, we would totally get a pet kobold. Just to bring with us with a combat to give us pack tactics.
The first attack is going to deal 11 points of piercing damage and 4 points of fire damage for 15 total. As you hear the blade dig into this warrior's skin, peeling apart the scales, you see smoke pouring out from the heat of Flint's blade. He turns to face him with a grimace upon his expression. Flint meets his gaze and he says, "I want to watch the life drain from your eyes." And he brings that blade back down upon him and indeed does watch as the warrior's eyes glaze over and he falls silent off of the platform to the rocky ground below. Flint turns to you. He says, "Told you I could do it."
I mean, never doubted you for this.
It is now your go. What would you like to do?
I'll turn to the other guy. Is the other guy a wizard or a sorcerer?
They are,
They got a book or no?
as a bard, you recognize them as somewhat of a fellow bardic caster.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
They're like a bard with like a sort of political flourish. They're
Yeah.
noble. Maybe like a lore bard.
I'll turn to him and I'll say like, "Hey, don't know why y'all were fighting us to begin with, but your friend needs help. And it doesn't have to be like this. Y'all seem kind of drunk."
Every bit of doom that we have brought upon this place.
Before he even finishes, I'm like, Jesus. And then let's see. How far is this guy?
From you, that would be about 70 feet.
70.
Yeah, 70.
Okay.
I'll say 65, 70.
What?
Where old boy went?
He did.
No, Flint killed him.
Yeah,
remember?
he's-
Oh, my bad.
Kills him.
Life
Who are you
left
guys?
his
Oh, you're
eyes.
asking about the sorcerer.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how far he was.
Do you not have what was the?
I have javelins.
Eldritch
Throw a
Blast?
javelin in the
Do you not
sky.
have Eldritch Blast?
I do, but
Oh, okay.
The javelin arcs just near the top of the
I
cave.
throw it as like a football.
Pings off the ceiling. Ooh.
There's a 20. Oh, this is
You have disadvantage on this?
Rolled disadvantage.
yeah, there's disadvantage. There's a. Oh shit! I don't know what it is.
She's so weird.
8 and 16, 24. There's a 24 hit.
24 does hit, and it's even past whatever he could do with shield. So as the javelin flies through the air and pierces into their leg, basically driving them to the ground as they were scrambling across this bridge. They're sort of hanging onto the ropes now. They are struck. How much damage are they taking?
So I would say too, I moved Hex over with my bonus.
Can you do that? Are they within range?
It's 120 feet.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was
I think.
60.
Wait, hold on. I will check since it's new. 90.
Yeah, they're within.
Yeah, within 90. So I'll move Hex onto him, and then I'll hit him with that javelin. Says this.
As soon as they try to give that explanation,
Yeah.
you're like, no. And then you're
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to have disadvantage on dex save.
Got it.
But he takes, that's going to be 5 and 4, 9.
9 points of
The
damage.
javelin. And
Still up.
I look at him, and is he still like running? He's still running his mouth as he gets smoked
as
with a
he
javelin.
gets smoked, it does cut him off as he's like, every bit of doom we have brought to this place was brought to, oh!
Does he pick it back up? It's like
He's hanging there just like, he's hanging on for dear life.
I'm gonna just start smoking him with Eldritch Blasts. And
Okay?
that's a 17 hit.
17 does hit, and I'm going to say that they don't cast shield because they are like,
Yeah,
both hands are
that's a
busy.
22 hit.
22 hits.
Another 22 hit.
22 hits.
Okay. That's I'm gonna do it in here.
Could you imagine? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, the first one did. The second one, though.
21 points.
How do you want to finish off this caster here?
So
As they're dangling from the rope bridge.
yeah, so as the javelin lands and he's still like doing this monologue about how he was jaded and stuff like that, I'm like, and then you see that the little heads that are floating around him, they start shooting little needles, and as he goes down from like death by 1,000 cuts, I'm like, do y'all want to like spare these guys?
Drazad was planning on spare the dying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
Drazad does want to know who they're talking about.
Yeah, I mean,
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Honestly, they could probably even come fight with us back in the tomb.
So yeah, just as that guy goes down, he's kind of being hounded by all the little heads calling him an idiot. I look at Tuck or Flint, and I was like, he's the idiot. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
How about you attack our home?
they seem like they are pretty mad, man. But
Are y'all protecting some individuals?
We protect our own.
That's not
Yeah.
necessarily.
Someone wronged them.
I mean, sometimes we steal stuff. I don't know.
yeah,
Right.
as we come out of initiative, I'll healing word the guy at the bottom.
No, what'd you call me? I'll spare the dying them so they.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That way we can at least like get them out of here, let them sleep off the.
And then go to like fighting fires, I guess, putting fires out.
We out of initiative?
Yes, with that, we are out of initiative as in sort of a long live the king scar moment, this caster is plummeted off the rope bridge. They lose their own grip as they fall to the ground, landing upon the hard stone floor. A deafening crack echoes through the cavern, indicating the end of a long, hard-fought battle as the fires therein continue to rage. What are you all doing?
Paul's going to say in our telepathic bond, we don't have long. I do not know how long I can keep this gate open. It's 10 minutes. But just because it's the first time he's cast it.
Do we not want to save?
Okay, I go over. I spare the dying, the caster, throw them in the arcane gate. Go over, spare the dying, the dragonborn,
helps with
throw
that.
them in the arcane gate.
Okay.
Are there any more kobolds that we can save?
There are a few kobolds that you can
start
see.
rounding.
Yeah,
flying around.
Where's Gran?
She was
Gran made it out.
Gran
She
made it
was
out.
helped out.
And
Is-
Valos
is
like
the-
inspecting his gate. He's like, oh, it's actually like as you guys are helping people. He's like, oh, this is really cool.
Are you still up there?
No,
Is the fire uncontrollable? Like,
The fires are. I mean, it is spreading to a lot of the
There's like-
wooden.
yeah, there's like no
Components?
saving this place.
You could always
Ooh.
try, but
Who's got a pellet?
We don't have any more.
Damn it.
Oh, yeah. Flora used hers when we were in the caves.
Then we use the last dry one.
Before that,
Because she had
if
a,
we-
Water, but that's
if you're asking about the pellet and like trying to do stuff, I will try to cast a chromatic orb and see how many fires I can like bounce it to that's cold damage and see if that'll do anything.
I would say no need to roll. How many spell slots are you burning on that?
I'm casting it at 4th level, which lets it bounce 4. So it lets it hit 4 different things.
Okay. I would
They have to be
say
within 30 feet of each other.
within this chamber, there are at least 10 separate fires going. You're able to quench 4 of them with your chromatic orb casting as you begin to pull whatever moisture remains in the air into your palm, gathering it, pulling some of that moisture even from the small pond that resides in this cave, the little watering hole. You're able to sort of run a river through the air as it collides with these flames, sending fresh white smoke into the atmosphere as a screaming hiss indicates the fire's dismissal.
There is a pond in here.
there's a pond.
Yes, a small pond at the base of the rocky cliff, actually.
And I'm gonna try to I'll shape water. I was gonna ask if there was water anywhere, and try to carry it with me as I'm walking, and try to put fires out.
Oh, I got an idea.
Okay.
I got an idea. I want to work with you, Flora. I want to use mold earth to make a water cannon. And you can force 5 foot of water
Through a smaller hole.
through a small hole to turn it into a nozzle.
Okay.
Like a
Do it.
shower.
Does that make sense, Alex?
Yeah, it does. With your teamwork, you're able to quickly think together a water cannon that hoses down a large portion of the area in this main chamber. And as the fires are doused, initially there is more smoke, but it begins to clear and dissipate as you realize that most of the fire began in this main chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, if you want a quick exit, I guess it's not as urgent anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't have to
did we put out most of
rush
the fires?
necessarily, I guess.
All the things are going.
Yeah.
Most of the fires are out. There are none still burning actively. There are some like white embers remaining still.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess we can exit.
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saved as much as we could. Pretty much.
Yeah.
As all of you pass through the arcane gate that Valoth has held open for this short amount of time, Flint does take one last look, turning around at his and looking at his home before nodding to himself.
We'll rebuild. We'll build it better.
As he steps out behind all of you, you are greeted at the mouth of the kobold burrows leading back into the streets of Cauldric as a countless number of singed kobolds now shiver in the frigid atmosphere, nursing their wounded, tending to any of those that need aid. Some of them, most of them, cast their gaze towards you as you step back out. A few rush up and they begin to offer you their thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. We didn't think we were going to make it. Oh, I don't know where we'd be without you guys.
Which one of you told them how to get into Tuck's tomb?
Barbecue. You would be barbecue.
Right.
Not us.
No, definitely.
As you ask that question, an older, more frail-looking kobold, older even than Gran, steps out and begins to pull a hood back as they balance themselves upon a cane.
I believe you're looking for me.
Yes, I presume.
You can call me Soot.
But
Flint, this is not Slip then.
No, Slip. Slip died. Years back.
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
He slipped. We all saw it coming. He didn't.
That's fair.
I believe we have a common acquaintance.
We do. But if these adventurers are to be trusted, your information may not be good.
Drazad is realizing something all of a sudden. We paid that man, Drazad paid that man 500 gold for, this was going to happen anyway, it seems.
Well, he found us. He may not have stepped forward.
Have you heard from your contact in the last, hour?
Yes,
Oh, well,
he sent me here. And woe is what I have found.
is this a kobold?
It is.
Now is not the time for talk. Please allow us to regroup. I will explain everything in due time.
Okay, but is that, in, an hour, a couple days?
And without answering your question, he turns around and begins to hobble over as he holds out a palm near one of the kobolds whose arm has been nearly blackened, and a faint golden light begins to pour out as he heals his comrade. His words do not answer your question, but his actions seem to provide the context that you need for this moment. And as you all jump into action and begin to help this kobold troop
want to dig through their stuff first. People that I want their gold.
We will circle back to that next session as we end this session here. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for the second episode of the Silver Song. I hope you all enjoyed. There are a lot of surprises left to be had.
Absolutely amazing set, by the way.
Very cool set.
Look at that. Like,
Very cool set. I was very
look
pleased
at
with how this
dude.
turned
That
out.
is- wow.
It's rare we get to build out an entire kobold burrow. And I loved how you guys interacted with the terrain, so that was really cool. If you guys are interested to see what got us here and what comes next, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out our past content, and until next time, go out there and make some chaos. Bye! Whee!
Job.
I see the life drain from your eyes!